Hi, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Oh my golly, dude, it's adding up. It's stacking up on top of each other. I haven't talked to you or filmed a video. Well, I talked to you, and I haven't talked to you in a day. So all things considered, that's not that crazy. But I have not made a piece of content, video content, in such a long time, man. This month, and it's also, I'm getting like a little burnt out on reading the book. And I'm also getting real like antsy because this is probably the longest time I've ever went without making a video and creating something. All those streams I don't really think of as creating stuff, although hopefully in the future I can actually format it in a way that we actually achieve something and do something that is kind of like video worthy within a longer period of time, of course. But with Elden Ring and of course Dying Light 2 right around the corner, I'm waiting patiently to jump back into the swing of things. Which is also why when February starts up, we're going to be starting to upload again. But yeah, man, feeling a little like so many emotions, basically. But hopefully you guys had a fantastic last 2 days or week, in case I haven't seen some guys in the rest of the previous days and all that. But yes, Lone Syndicate says, "Yo, what's good, my friend? What is good, Lone Syndicate? How have you been? Also, how is that game that you recently started playing again? How has that been? Also, what's good? King says, I got Geo Zhongli real happy. Nice, King. That's amazing. Good to hear it from you, buddy. What do you call it? I know a lot of people were hoping for some Zhongli, and I think even regardless of the supposed weirdness about him, like, he's a good shielder, but maybe they're messing with shielders in the future specifically, I still think he'll be insanely good. Yeah, especially considering there's just, all you need is a little bit of healing, and if you have Mona, you basically have a really good healer, although I have an R5 version of the prototype weapon, which still is reasonable, but still kind of maybe not if you're just getting into the game, which I don't think you are, King. But yes. Also, what's good, Ghost? Ghost says, why don't you play Let It Die anymore? I was a big fan of you playing Let It Die. What do you call it, Ghost? I only play Let It Die when there's content. And there hasn't been any new content for a while, so whenever there's new content, we'll jump back in and play it. But I literally made like probably 500 videos of that game. Did everything to death. And I didn't really want to, even though I knew the videos there do well, it's kind of like subjective because it's like, it was well for me at the time, but still not well, like a good amount of people engaging with the video as far as like YouTube general coverage of games go, you know what I mean? So yeah. But yes, Lone Syndicate says, what games are you talking about, Grin? Well, I don't know, I thought it was, yes, last time you were telling me you were getting into this, I thought you said it was, well, maybe it was a Neptuna game. I thought it was something like, it was like near it, or maybe something like it. I don't know. I thought you said you were playing some game. Or maybe you were just telling me about the incredible, like, hours you have in Genshin and coupled with some other games. And I was surprised that you actually play Dead by Daylight a lot, because I haven't heard you talk much about it. He doesn't play Let It Die because there's no new content. What is it covering? Deathverse comes out. Then we go, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, also Deathverse. That's a great way. That's another thing we're doing. As soon as Deathverse comes out, we'll start covering it. There's just no, and I mean no information about it. So yes, 431 Let It Die videos. Yeah, golly, it's so much. Holy shit. King says, who needs Mona when you have Kokomi? That's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Kokomi's a catalyst user, right? Yeah, so you can get like the healing, the particle generation, and all that. Oh, does that stack on top of each other? Interesting. So does the healing from the book stack on top of Kokomi's heal from... Well, I don't think Kokomi really struggles with reaching the cap of healing, though. So maybe, no, that's not the biggest thing. What is good, Reb? How are you? Ladies and gentlemen, there is, by the way, hi, there's a brand new event in Let It Die, or not Let It Die, got my names all crossed now, in Genshin, which it's not really brand new. It came out as soon as, of course, we could roll for Ganyu and Zhongli. It'd be second half of 2.4? Anyways, what do you call it? This event, I don't know. Typically, you want to wait. You don't want to do events day one because there's a huge built-in incentive to not do them day one because they're a joke. It's bad. There's nothing unlocked for you to do. So yeah. In fact, you're probably better bet. Your best bet is this event came out on Tuesday, was it? You're better waiting the next Tuesday to do it. craziness in Genshin. Let's go, baby. Anyway, also, yeah, we can finally pick our characters, baby. Where are you, Shinhee? Absolutely going Shinhee. Also, guys, didn't mention this. We did not get a single Yanfei. The game is hell-bent on being like, no. You're not getting this cool fire catalyst user, which maybe is for the best, because we're hopefully, or I think we're close. Should be with the new, yeah, well, a little bit. Should be that we're really, really close. Now with Star Glitter, we'll be able to guarantee get something. Yai, goddamn. What is good, Kai? Always love to see you, Kai. How has your day been, everybody? But Kai, how has your day been? How has your day been? Also, ladies and gentlemen, holy shit. I think I mentioned this in the past a little bit, but y'all better be fucking ready for some Dying Light 2 gameplay. It's been a long time since I've seen that much freakish engagement on a video, which a part of me is dying inside because I'm on my weird hiatus break. And yeah, I want to jump back and capitalize on the fact that this video is doing well. I made a Dying Light 2 video. It did really well. But simultaneously, I'm kind of like, well, wait, the whole reason why the video did well, I think, is because of me, I think, doing the things in the book I found, which is basically I wanted to make a video on Let It Die, or Dying Light. I keep saying Let It Die, fuck me. Dying Light 2. I wanted to make a video on Dying Light 2, and then I tried to basically destroy my idea. I shredded it apart and seen what path that I could take, which was gonna make it succeed. Or have a higher chance of succeeding. Also, oh my god, our boy Fluff, I felt hollow. Felt fucking empty. Without you, buddy. How you been? What's been happening? I know you last we talked, you said something about your sleep being a little bit tipped off the edge in a way. But we love to see you, Fluff. Good to have you. We missed you on Saturday's stream, of course, chit-chatting about all things. Kai says, my day was bad. Oh, no, stop talking about, okay. Kai, I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're here in the world with me, chat with me. Hopefully tomorrow can be better. I hate to hear that stuff happens to you. But yes, hopefully it gets better. And also, thank you for being a trooper and showing up still, even though your day might have been not so good. Hello everyone, says Kai. Also, Lone Singer says, hell yeah, bring on the Dying Light video content, man, I hope. But I'm also I'm in the place where I haven't made content in such a long time. I'm a little bit worried when February finally kicks off, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Hello, people. We're gonna be, yes. But dude, you know what the funniest thing is? Sorry, we will get into content. I just want to chat with you for a little bit. But what do you call it? In the book that I'm reading, that I'm taking this whole month off kind of to read, which, Jesus Christ, it's been taking a long time to read, just the first book. I thought I was gonna be able to do 2. No, just the 1. Anyways, one of the things that the book shows you is, you basically, my favorite thing from the book, which I'll tell you guys in Let's Talk, is you come up with an idea, a problem that you could solve within the world, or an improvement that you could make to something, and then you try to kill it as hard as you possibly can, and then you resurrect it, you kill it, you resurrect it. An easy way to remember this is you want to create a zombie idea. But I did that for Dying Light, and I was like, boom, I have I think a pretty good idea. I want to make people excited for the game. I think there's a lot of unrefutable kind of betterments of the game, to where people who are maybe hesitant, it's well, regardless of what you think about the story, your choices will have some impact. So even if you don't resonate with any of the characters, there's still a net positive to the fact that your choices have some slight change on the world. So that's a net gain, especially from the previous game, which was all about trying to make you care about characters, and for me, that didn't resonate. Anyways, so I tried to kill my Dying Light idea, and I eventually found an idea that was kind of unkillable. It was pretty, I counted for the ways it could fail, and I avoided them. But every fucking single time I try to make a video on Genshin, fuck me, dude. There's so many ways the video could fail. Specifically because there's so many good content creators covering shit in this game to where I'm like, I don't know, dude. It seems, it's and then that's where you're like, oh, I should play a different video game, or at least cover a content of a different. I love this game being our stream game because you're just consistent content. But yes, that is something that I thought was fun from the thought experiment. Also, oh man, for those of you guys who have Nin Wong built, I'm sure you're just creaming. You're just creaming because golly, she looks so good. She looks so good. Does she look this way in the event or the hangout? No one knows, right? If that does pivot or change off. Nah. Anyways, let's get into doing some of the events. Let's start with this one: Flame Plum, Starflower. All right, whatever that is. Looks like one of those Chinese or Japanese like little weird things that you open up and it pops. Anyways, let's go. Kai says, how are you enjoying your Ganyu? I'm enjoying my Ganyu quite a bit. I've actually got her up pretty decently. Well, probably really not, but yes. I got up to level 9, 5 and 9. But I also, because I buffed it up to 5, I don't have enough to push them to 10, which we will do, but of course there's plenty of time to do that. I'm very much enjoying Ganyu, although I will say, the one thing I'll have to take this on the chin for sure. I still think Ganyu is nuts because of just the fact that she has range damage. But there is something about the fact that there is no character in the game, kind of, maybe Yai, but it doesn't synergize as well as it could have. But anyways, there's a weird thing within the game where, like this, you cannot do, it's not like you don't even realize when you're playing another DPS, like a melee DPS, that you're attacking. And a lot of the support DPSs that many people have built are doing damage on top of that. Whereas because Ganyu is so weird in the way that she kind of does things and the game doesn't account for those things, she's kind of like left by herself aiming and shooting. Now I'm lucky enough to have Venti, who basically maximizes this weird idea. Same thing with like Diona and Mona to some extent. They're like one of the few people that can actually work with her. But yeah, I don't know. I felt like that was a different thing because like my right and Shogun team still just fucking outputs damage like huge. My Ganyu team kind of does that as well, except I haven't really mastered the knowing how to like freeze lock somebody in there, because that's how I could see how Venti and her could be nuts. Is with a Morgana comp. If you're just like you've frozen a high quality boss in your swirl and it just keeps chewing them up, I think that could be good, but I don't know how to exactly pull that off yet. So yes. Fluff says, I've been catching the VODs, but my sleep still is hard to I feel it. It took me a long time, Fluff, to get that shit somewhere on track. Also, what's good, Nub? Nub says, I just wish Extracting was a good game instead of gimmicky cash grab. Extraction? Oh, is that Siege game? I've seen some Path of Exile like gameplay things come up. I'm not sure if you guys have seen that. I'm sure you guys are juiced. That reminds me, I gotta make a video. I gotta like tweet. Not tweet. I gotta Discord message Cards and check in on them. Kai says, thanks. No coming to your stream takes my mind off. Okay, good. I'm happy about that. King says, I'm still playing New World at the moment, completely blind, so I don't know if I had a negative review or not. So far, it's been alright. I feel like New World was actually kind of like mixed, largely from what I understand. It was like a game that people thought was really interesting and did a lot of neat things, but the way they handled post-production on stuff, like events coming after the fact, and the way the game was scaled, that's the only thing I heard people say a little bit, was a little bit clunky, I guess. It's like it was not intuitive to what the whole experience was supposed to be, apparently. But yes. Also, is this voiced? I mean, you think with the skins, they might be like, hey, let's make some voiced things, voiced content. Is this voiced before I run in there? I'll turn on the sound if it is. What's good, Prince? Prince says hello. Good to see you, Prince. Always good to see you, buddy. Lone Secret says, but Grin, I did buy a Super Neptune RPG side scroll Neptune game I told you about, and I already sunk 10 hours into it and have fun. I also went back into play Borderlands 2, man's a blast. Very good. What character you pick? Kai says, Nin Wong built, and I love this skin. Nice. Oh, you can afford it already? Nice. King says, my Nin Wong is level 1. Doesn't mean I'm not going to try my hardest. For the amazing cosmetic. Oh, absolutely, dude. Again, Nin Wong is one of those weird characters where, I don't know, I feel like if you have her C6, it's almost like you gotta build her at that point, because she's just there's no one that does anything near what she does. In terms of just like casting a bunch of fucking mortars everywhere. Like Yanfei kind of does stacky things, but not quite the same. Although she is a nicer element, I guess. Fire seems to be quite good. Lone Ticket says, the fact that I can't get the skin day one is a sin. And yeah, she does change. Oh, she does. Nice. Yes, it's voiced. Oh, okay, thank you, Kai. Okay, well, shit. Well, shit. How does this work now? We're gonna turn off the immensely hypnotizing music. By the way, like, when I was sitting here before the stream, I was like, "Fuck, I'm going down, dude. I'm gonna pass the hell out." Let's do this. Where's the Genshin? Genshin's muted. We're gonna increase the Genshin sounds. Where is my chat? Well, last time we had to do some weird fucky things as well. Filters, edit. Give me but a moment. Let me know if the game is unhearable or in fact too loud. Just hoping it's not too loud. Is it too loud? I think I have noise gate on.
Access denied.
Is that too loud? Seems like a little loud. Seems a little loud. Let me know. I'll wait just a little bit. Kai says, "Oh, I got Shinhee to level 80 today. Nice! With resources from the event. So happy about that. Yeah, nice. Yeah, what do you call it? She started to do big
nice
numbers.
To de-stress.
But this is the bad part about having the audio good. It's fine for me, but that's me. Gotcha. All right, well, good enough. Good enough for me. I got Shinhee to level 80. Red says, I want to build Ninwang, but honestly have no clue how to pair Geo into my team. I have no use for Geo characters since getting Ninwang back and launch from the beginner banner. Well, if you have her at C6, I feel like she's worth it. The reason why is because when you have her at C6, I believe you have 2 curtains. And that's something that nobody like talks about with Ninwang, is that she's just like a particle bunny or a particle person. Also, I guess in a weird way, she could be also a support healer for your whole team. Again, because unless I'm mistaken, actually Ninwang might work really well, especially with Geo being such a support kind of character unit thing. She could be like even more of an Energizer bunny. But I think, how long does this last? Her alt, okay, a 12-second cooldown, so you'll be able to constantly like pivot the effect, which is nice. Anyways, there's a catalyst essentially that gives you a lot of healing. It is this one right here. It gives you a lot of healing and a lot of energy back. It creates particles every single time you use your alt, which is really nice. But also, what do you call it? For Ninwang, I think if you have Constellation, I don't know which one it is, but basically you have I think you have 2 casts of her curtain or something like that. Regardless, she just, like, when you cast her curtain, it impacts really hard and it gives you a shit ton of energy back. Like, gives you like 4 or 5 particles. So it can be good for just providing your whole team with healing and everything else. If you didn't want to make her in the weird DPS role, which she still probably would be a good DPS for the odd time when you need damage or range damage. Sorry. So yeah. Nub says, yeah, PoE is trying to save themselves from the massive hit they took 2 patches ago. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. Prince says, hello, Prince. I didn't say hi. Yes, it's voice and it's nice quest. It's fine for me, but it's fine. Fine for me too. Okay, perfect. I played Xiao with Geo characters a lot. Yeah, it's a little weird.
Send this report to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and have them delegate each of the tasks on the list to the appropriate departments. Also, be sure to tell them that though the Lantern Rite may be complicated, everything must be done properly.
Hello, Lady Ningguang. It's us again.
We're not disturbing you, are we? Oh, fuck off. Okay, sorry. Our character went and fucking got you $500 million or whatever it was of a resource, and we got nothing. We got like hey, I'll give you like an internship. Like, fuck off.
No,
anyway,
of course not.
I love Ninwang. It's a bullshit deal.
And given the looks of you two, I presume that you're here to celebrate the Lantern Rite?
That's right.
And get Primo Gems.
So what's on the agenda for the festival this year?
As always, there will be a variety of activities taking place. Oh, but there is one of particular interest. The Ministry of Civil Affairs is planning a fireworks show this year.
We say
It should certainly be worth your time. Releasing Ningxiao lanterns has always been at the heart of the Lantern Rite. But with all that has occurred in Liyue as of late, I think the people of the city need something to warm their hearts. A feeling of everyone coming together in solidarity.
ladies and gentlemen, that is something that's pretty cool. Like, as much as it is annoying the gameplay and everything goes away, it is cool that, like, if you were a part of this game for the entirety of its duration, you do have, like, past knowledge that they're almost, like, banking on you having. So yeah, that's nice.
So, I believe that this year calls for a celebration of particular magnificence, something that would be closer to the hearts of every citizen. We are currently in the process of placing fireworks at various locations all throughout Liyue. We shall choose a timely moment during the festival to set off all the fireworks in unison, allowing the sparkling lights and excitement to resonate with the hearts of the people.
I wonder if Shy won't be a little baby and chill on a hill. Also, King says, I thought they made her alt give 7 seals. Yeah. Whenever you activate her alt, you just immediately do a charge attack, and then you just send a bunch of excess rocks flying. I don't know if, like, I know she's really good, but I don't know if she ever goes beyond like 5 per rock, or like what do you call it? Like, I think her alt rocks do like, what is it, like a 20k I've seen on really high end Ninhuangs. But I think her initial like cast of rocks and even the charge release of the rocks is good. It's like 1,000 or 5,000 damage, but also you're launching 7 of them. 7, 5, yeah, it's a lot still. But yeah, Kai says, yeah, C2, but this is the resets her burst rotation, not to Jade screen. Oh, okay, I see. That's what I'm thinking about. Red says, what are the benefits of Geo again? They didn't seem like Geo a lot. Well, Geo, they kind of synthetically buffed up a lot, Red. So basically, they if you had Geo in the beginning of the game, very not good. Geo basically creates shields whenever you crystallize, which has a built-in kind of negative because you can just pick up a bunch of shields and then you'll just reset the cooldown of your shields. There's no stacking mechanic. There's no like, you can't pick up a shield if you have a shield. Nothing like that, which kind of makes shields a little fucky and clunky kind of to use. But they did supercharge Geo, and essentially if you have 2 Geo people on your team, your entire team, I believe, does 20% more attack. And if any person is affected by Geo, anyone who does Geo damage after they are hit with Geo takes more damage. So it's like a whole thing where it kind of feeds the beast in a weird way. But yeah, now with that being said, that Geo is still not like the premier element even still, you know, but still kind of nice.
Fireworks? But we've already seen fireworks in other places before.
Especially with characters like
Is there something special about the fireworks in Liyue?
Wyaimiko? No, whatever the fuck his
were
name is.
originally developed
Shinji.
alongside many
Yunjin,
other
maybe.
inventions here in Liyue.
Yunjin, yeah.
When our ancestors first created fireworks, they were originally known as firecrackers. Their bright flashes and loud sounds were often used for warding off beasts or as warning signals to other people.
Neat.
In those days, it was difficult for people to contact one another while out farming the land, so they would carry firecrackers with them to give signals when necessary.
Neat.
But people's lifestyles began to change after Liyue Harbor was founded. They no longer had to travel out of town to tend the fields anymore, so the use of firecrackers for emergencies also began to dwindle.
I wonder if this is like a subconscious, like passive Chinese thing, or like that creation of potential fireworks and such.
But through our local customs, the pioneering spirit of the firecrackers has been passed down to this very day. We made improvements to firecrackers and began setting them off during the Lantern Rite to commemorate the tenacious spirit of our ancestors.
Classic Liyue.
Wow. Everything has so much history in Liyue.
I don't know. I don't really think of Liyue as history. I guess I should because Zhongli is Zhongli. But I don't know. I consider them more to be like capitalists. You know what I mean? Like, hey, we got to get that paper, baby. Okay.
As I'm sure you already know, everything on this land accumulates history and value as time passes. That is the nature of Liyue.
Yunjin and Ninhuang is OP?
I've left
Yeah, I can see
Kuching
that.
in charge of the
Buffing up
fireworks
heavily.
show. If you're interested, why don't we pay her a visit together?
I don't know who would be the best, like, what is it, like Shinhee, because you could like build a team that just utilizes Geo Resonance and that's it. But who would it be? Shinhee and maybe Garu? But no, Garu's too specific. I would say it's Shinhee and maybe Albedo, just because Albedo kind of, you don't really need all this other baggage in order for him to be huge, especially with the new sword. So yeah. The blazing something ring. I couldn't read fast enough. Alright. Is there more story? Kai, or are we done? Because now I'll switch over again. But now I think I have access to do this weird sparkler thing. Oh, and we actually get access to a cool trinket. I wonder if we get to keep it or if they'll be like, no, idiot. Also, I still have 400 lanterns from the last time. Go to quest. Oh, we already equipped it. Okay. Back out. Back out. This. Quick teleport, I guess. Kai says, also, the Husk said on Garu, all the recent Geo is viable now. Yeah, it's true. No, that's true. I think that the like there's a lot of Geo that's viable. I think the Geo is always kind of viable just because there's not much. There's not much. Like even some people could argue Spiral Abyss you weren't able to really do it, but I don't know. I feel like you just need enough investment, enough critical damage rolls, and certain artifacts, on other certain artifact sets, you can get by. But with the Husk get it made it easier. I would agree with that. That makes sense. That seems real. Ooh, there's Kaching. Oh right, yeah, because we should see everybody, right? So because in like the promotional thing, it showed Ganyu, Xiao, Shinhee, which we've already got a lot of Shinhee, and Kaching, right? So that's what this is. This is like, hey, Li Wei is not dead, despite we've had Inazuma.
A copy of each invoice is sent to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
King says, spending of money. Li Wei is kind of useless now. Zhongli stopped creating more. Well, no, I don't know about that because they're not necessarily about that. It seems like they're about like deals, the contracts. That's the whole idea of a deal. Is like, hey, if you do this for me, we're gonna give you this, and they hold a lot of the money. Which I think is why, like, maybe in this we'll see, like, Nin Wang be like, hey, we need to change our, like, our whole identity to be about, you know, creating structure for the future and not just about, like, hey, we can print dollars or whatever, you know? Yeah, I was about to say, Li Wei still, Fluff says, Li Wei still has a massive vault. It's true. Also, Fluff says, Nin Wang, Albedo, and Ito probably benefit the most from Geo resonance, paired with Goru and Yunjin, if not both. Garu's case for his own Geo, but yeah, it's true. I think Garu's good because he buffs himself, because he feeds off of his own defense buff and Geo res. Nin Wang can stand on her own, but like with the most characters of any vision, they tend to benefit from resonance, except like Tartaglia not being Hydro heal. Yeah. Yeah. So again, I really would love it if they gave the like remodeling to a lot of the resonances. I think one of the worst is Electro. Electro resonance is just stupid. Like it's 5 seconds on one tiny particle of Electro. Like, do you not know Fischl generates particles every single second? And no cap. And also, she's a good support. It just makes no sense. Fischl's like an amplified as hell version of Electra. And also, you don't even have to cast it like a reaction in order to get the thing. Anyway, silliness. Kaching, let's talk.
We need to add a few more locations for launching fireworks. The show has to be visible all across Liyue, not just in the city. They celebrate Lantern Rite in Qingce Village too, you know.
But,
wow,
Lady Kuching,
distance.
What about our budget?
The budget is exactly what it's meant to be. It's the necessary amount of funds to properly carry out a task.
Huh, well, fucking, hey, that vault gonna run dry real fast.
If you think the current budget will not suffice, then we'll simply have to apply for more funding from the Ministry of Civil Affairs and wait for their approval.
Hey guys, you know what the best idea ever is? Is right after like a stupid big war conflict where now you are no longer producing money to be like, you know what we should do, guys? We should throw a fucking party. We should really just fucking, let's crank up some morale, burn through our resources. Hell yeah, baby. Like, what?
Our aim is to organize a memorable Lantern Rite. The budget is there just to facilitate planning. We mustn't lose sight of our goal.
Yes, Lady Kuching. I understand.
Good. And please remember, safety first. Oh, it's Ningguang and the Traveler. Good to see you.
What do you call it? Kaching, I think even in her like birthday message, Kaching's good people. At least to like, there's some people who treat the Traveler as kind of like an acquaintance, and there's people who treat them like, I've known you my whole life and I love you so much. And you're kind of like, what? Like, what did I miss? What happened? So Kaching's one of those people. I remember, if memory serves.
Are you here for the lantern rite? Your timing couldn't be any better. The preparations are almost complete.
Fluff says, I'm not like the ever proper if they maintain as a trade hub for Tibet. Yeah. Mora was used for power, enhancement, alchemy, etc. Once they run out, everyone is basically level 20 forever. Ooh. Yes, didn't think about that. Well, that's kind of like the whole overarching theme of Genshin, right? The whole story is that like there's like this thing called corrosion or something happening with the gods, to where it seems like it's an inevitability that they'll die, and then what happens when the beings that are responsible for like shaping your world go? I think the whole point it's maybe that there's supposed to be like a new generation of gods, maybe. I don't know, or the whole world just gonna end. And that's what the whole fucking story is, about our character being summoned to it to save it somehow, some way. And maybe he is going to be, I don't know, because we're technically harnessing all of the god's power, right? So maybe we're going to become like the god? I don't know, dude. Seems like a lot. King says well, slowly drained though. Like I said, it's used as an ingredient for most of the formation and transfer. Yeah. Even if any of them from money came out, it won't have any of the previous benefits. True. Yeah, but that does mean. I feel like there'd be a way, because like there's like the god of salt and such. So I feel like there'd be an artifact that could potentially give you power and advantage. Also, I don't know if Morax was the only one that could make a currency that could provide that, Like I could see maybe one of the water gods being like, fuck it, this tree, the apples can be a currency and give you power or something, I don't know. If Morax is the sole proprietor of all those things, Or if he, like, there's not another god, that like the salt god, that could basically create like an island full of salt or something, Alonso says something that's great about these events, more ka-ching screen time. Guy says, I know the magic of Mora will be lost in time. That will probably for alchemy. Oh, I see, okay. Fluff says they'll just use the crypto Mora. Stop it. Please stop it. What are we working on, ka-ching?
I'm reviewing the positioning of the fireworks and double-checking the relevant facilities.
God
That's
damn.
all in a day's work.
Ka-ching, you look fucking tan as hell. Well, not anymore.
Forgive
but
my directness,
Jesus.
but if I'm not mistaken, you could just as easily leave these tasks to your subordinates. You've already been working around the clock these past few days.
Oh.
I am sure a break would not be amiss.
No, it's fine. Really, I can handle it.
The guy's like, please fucking kill me.
Pungi, please redraft our plans, make a summary report, and send it to the Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Guys, I'm gonna say it. Ninwang is a god racist, or whatever it's called, because she ain't out here telling Ganyu that she needs to chill out. She's like, no, you're a fucking half god. Eat me. Go keep working.
I'm going into town to check the progress of the
Bullshit.
fireworks setup. I'll return shortly. As for you, traveler, you're our esteemed guest. Please take the opportunity to stay in Liyue Harbor and enjoy the festivities.
You know you're gonna tell me to do
Pungi,
some shit.
Is everything clear?
God damn
Please
you.
remember the tasks I've given you.
Yes, Lady Kuching. Don't worry.
Good. Ningguang, traveler, goodbye for now.
She can be like, she worked too hard.
Please, excuse me, Lady Ningguang. And, Traveler. I must get going.
King says, damn, I need some bit more, please. Please stop. Dude, it's gonna happen. You know it. Well, no, I feel like Mahoya would fucking lock that shit down like crazy. Although, man, a lot of people being like, they're getting into the, what is it called? The NFT real estate profit thing. And I'm just like, okay. I get it. I've heard both arguments, and I think, all right. But I also think, it's not what you're saying it is. Like, it's not there yet to be what you people are saying that this could be.
Lady Kuching told me a great deal of information, and I have to write up the plans from scratch again, so time is of the essence. Oh, one moment. I almost forgot. Here, Traveler. This is a launch tube. Lady Kuching said you may be interested, so she had me keep one to give to you.
Nice.
Someone with good handicraft skills should be able to use this to design their very own fireworks. You should try it when you have the chance.
Is this gonna be a permanent edition, or is this gonna be like I have to make 500 of them again? What's gonna happen?
Paimon couldn't get a single word in just now.
Good.
Well, more like Paimon didn't dare open her mouth while they were talking, but still.
Kaching definitely had an imposing presence. What? We literally just fought a water god and got bitch slapped. You're a psycho.
Did you notice it too? Lady Kuching is a lot more outspoken than she used to be. And she seems a whole lot busier too. Wonder why?
Probably because there's no more gods and she's like, well shit, better hustle.
Ever since the Adepti left Liyue Harbor in the hands of mortals, we Qixing have taken up the responsibility of leading the people. We have taken charge of many vital tasks in various sectors, and we are responsible for planning and organizing all sorts of affairs. That said, being in charge of everything inevitably takes its toll. It's exhausting at times. Jiangzhou was responsible for planning the Lantern Rite in former years, but her father is getting quite old now, so she transferred to another department this year. In the end, the Lantern Rite planning was left to Kuching and myself. I am the head organizer, while Kuching is responsible for the highly anticipated fireworks show.
Didn't want doing
Such
something?
an important event should be entrusted to the most qualified candidate. Kuching is disciplined, yet passionate about her work, so she's naturally the best fit for the job.
She's definitely disciplined. No doubt about that.
Absolutely. She is strict with both herself and others, to the point that she can even become overly involved at times. She's worked several days without a break now. I'm concerned about the effects it may have in the long run. Finding balance is an essential concept in Liyue culture. I've tried talking to her, but you know how she is. She uses her wit to talk circles around anyone.
Alright. Okay.
Traveler, you are quite close to Kuching.
Alright, we have a
Why
moment.
don't you try talking to her? Maybe she'd listen to someone as experienced as you.
We have a moment to talk. Okay. Wait, go. Fluff says, it's not like the game is going to last 100 years unless we have a time skip. I don't know. I feel like again, well, they'll like people will be like, oh my god, there's this loose end, but then they'll be like, we could just wrap up all loose ends by being like, hey, guess what, bitch? The world's dissolving. Everyone's dying. Kai says, as far as we understand, Morax was the only one. I am actually expecting a time to. Ooh. Oh, actually, that one makes some sense. Although that would be, I always feel depressed with the time skips. But that would make sense, because how would you want, like, you want to see what Bennett becomes. You want to see what Razor becomes. You want to see, and like this would give an excuse for them to have like a 5-star glow up, essentially. So that would be pretty sick. Yeah. No, I definitely think the time skip thing could be interesting. I just always feel like a little bit like, oh my god, like it'd be like not seeing your friend who like needed you cared about for like 10 years. And it'd just be like, I'm so sorry. What kind of asshole am I? Fluff says it's likely to be at / after the 7th act if the game maintains momentum. Okay. Fluff says also a Garu coin is where it's at in Tevat. What? What? Why is it in Tevat? Why is you think it'd be like a leeway? Or no, you know what I'm saying. Kai says maybe a Turetsa will make a currency. Oh, the Turitsa will make a new currency with Zhongli's Gnosis. I wonder if that is why she wanted it. You think that's what it is? Maybe the girls, like what's her name, the Saritsa is trying to create an actual stabilized world outside of God's control because she knows that every god will decay. Is that the thing? So she's like, bitch, you're an idiot. Like you're gonna fall apart and you're gonna leave the whole world left like to rot essentially. Interesting. Teresa just wants the most exclusive chess piece collection ever. Yes. Sure. Leave it to me. I'll think. Sure.
Thank you, Traveler.
I've done so much for you.
I am glad you were able to help. Kuching can be a tough nut to crack sometimes.
No.
I still have other business
Never,
to attend
actually.
to at the Jade Chamber. I'll leave Kuching in your capable hands.
Every time we've interacted with her in a story, she's like quite the pushover. Like we're just like, hey, by the way, stop it, silly.
Are you
And she's
sure
like,
you can
okay.
really persuade Kuching to take a break? Even Ningguang herself couldn't manage to convince her. Besides, before you can persuade someone, you have to at least understand how they feel at the moment. Kuching has been working non-stop without a break.
So she must feel very tired, like a certain a fucking cocoa goat we know.
Duh! Come on, everyone knows that.
Paimon.
Think harder. How does she feel deep down inside?
Paimon, I'm going to grab you by the throat and just fucking throat slam you all the way into the ground. How dare you? Okay? I'm thinking, asshole. Anyways.
Or maybe we could ask a friend. You know, someone more knowledgeable about these things.
Okay, I'm curious. I'm sure people have already made the thing, but yeah. Let's go talk to Zhongli. Do we even know? I guess is he just chilling in retirement? He's just drinking tea at that one place all the time?
Huh? Zhang Li?
Yeah, he knows stuff. Ugh.
Oh, there's no arguing that. Zhang Li it is then. Paimon thinks he's still a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Let's go see if he's there.
Guys, I'm gonna say it. Maybe. They make Zhongli like super endearing in this moment, and I'm just like, ain't my words, whatever, done, right? But, Venti made a point to come see us, or like to come interact with us and all this shit. Zhongli's just sitting there, fucked off completely. Never came to talk to us, never did anything like that to us. All that. Just frustrating. And yeah, I think Zhongli, if I look back on it, what a horrible bastard. What an absolute horrible bastard. Yes. Although I forgot he has a day job. That's fair. He has a day job. Whereas Venti, just a fucking, hopeless bard. Zhongli works as a fucking historian for Hu Tao, etc. Which who would have thought? I mean, Zhongli, Hu Tao, perfectly synergized. Yeah, no, that's right. Because Hu Tao wants shielding and not healing. Right. Anyways. Faceless, we'll get Faceless. Faceless says, thinking of C6ing Eula or Zhongli. Hard choice. I would say if you already have a lot of DPSs built and etc., and Eula's already kicking ass and taking names, I think you're pretty okay. Although I don't know, man, because I know that there's a reverence and there's a desire and a like to 6-star a character that's your favorite, like Zhongli for instance. But I don't know if there's much to gain for buffing Zhongli C6. Like his healing for his shield ain't that good. It's kind of just okay, and also it could theoretically fuck you over for characters like Hu Tao, who need characters to not heal or overheal them. So yes. But in that instance, I guess I think you get more value out of Eula's constellations. But also, I feel like, man, you should just wait until there's a character that really sucks in the constellation stuff. You know what I mean?
Should we really be off work this early?
But I don't know if there's many characters that are like that.
There's still a lot left to
Also,
do.
there's a chest here.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
All right, Ganyu. What do I just talk to you? Okay. This lady we've seen kind of all over the place. Remember when we had the Zhongli trailer and we seen the weird earrings? And then that was our first hint of Dendro, but never really came out to anything? Great. Anyway. Lone Singing says, also, I watched Watch Mojo's video on the top 10 most powerful Genshin characters. Apparently Child is the most popular character. Does anyone agree with this? No. The banner itself was the least run. What? What are they polling? Who are they polling? Yeah. Also, if that is the case, maybe they're like in some metric, it's like playtime with the character. That's because he has 4 fucking reruns, and he's kind of like a DPS, kind of. So if you're getting into the game and need someone to be the tip of your spear, it's not a great option, but it's an option with Child. Also, he is the fucking 4th, he's like the first Fatui Harbinger that we have ever gotten. And people are probably debated thinking that he in some way could like transform into his his alternative badass electro self, which was not the case. Regardless, I think that's nonsense. Watch Moyo is been in the game of just like fucking hyper producing content regardless of quality for such a long time that I have zero interest in Watch Mojo. They're too much. Fluff says, love our redheaded stepchild or else he'll be in your rerun again moving forward. Yeah. Well, at least now we can have another option. So it's never just going to be Child. It's going to be Child and somebody else, you know? Kai says Zhongli came to us in the Moon Chase quest at the end. I don't really remember. My whole thing is that, like, to me, whenever we've encountered with, or we've had like a conversation with Venti, it feels like Venti's genuinely our character's like friend, more than most characters in the game. Like genuinely confides in us in things that he's struggled with, doesn't pretend to be perfect or even godlike in any way, flawed in a fabulous way, I think. Whereas Zhongli to me always seems like he's like just disinterested with anything you are. You know what I mean? Like he's like, hello, traveler. Yes, I suppose I could help you. It's just like, man, I apologize for like coming and saying hi. Fuck. Faison says gameplay choice changed from C6 to characters like Xiao, but yeah, might wait. Yeah. Well, Xiao is also weird because you can't really like utilize, like he has a huge change at C6, but I can't use it in bosses, which. There's rumors about a very, very high HP boss coming down the pipeline, which you're going to want those characters to be able to utilize C6 damage if possible, you know? Fesa says, was thinking of saving till she came out home, but will roll for Yai. Yeah, Yai to me doesn't seem like a bad character to wish on, because regardless... like she's gonna be an amazing support character, but if you have a C6 character, I imagine she just becomes even more crazy in that support field. So
Hello.
I think, yeah, that'd be a character where I'd be like, yeah, maybe that's like better than the DPS ones. We're looking for your Zhongli, fucking Zhongli.
Yes. Well,
Consultant,
I'm afraid he is
That's that
currently out with the director. Out with the director?
We can see them hang out.
Oh, you mean for work?
This is actually pretty cool.
The director said that they were going for a walk. If you'd prefer, you could go look for them at Third Round Knockout.
Hell yeah.
I've heard the director often goes there to do, promotion.
Okay. What do you call it? Oh yeah. Hu Tao goes to places to be like, die and take our card. What? Yeah. Okay. Regardless, what do you call it, man? Out of all the characters in Genshin, the two that I would like to see more of is Yoimiya and Hu Tao. Hu Tao, I fucking love. Every time she pops in the screen, she's just such a fucking unapologetic weirdo. And I love it. She just goes full sends it. She's like, she's not worried about anyone else's bullshit. She's just like, ah. Also, we got, man, Shangling is always here. She is like, yeah, she is in the know with everybody. She is. I don't know what a good example of a person who's just kind of like well, kind of important, but not like as important as a god, a OP director of the entirety of funeral shit in Liyue in this big city. Yes. Red says new Hu Tao skin, please. Dude, that'd be sweet. That'd be real cool. Oh, by the way, holy shit, holy shit. I think it's up. I could be wrong, but let's do this. Where is it? Amber. Amber is one of them. I remember that one. Amber. What? What the fuck? Where is it? What? I thought it was available. Do I have to like download it or some shit? Is it in like shop? Or do I have to, like, is it a message? It is. It's a message. Good. This has a sketchy undertelling thing. Also, what? She's not even wearing the new skin. Mona is also not wearing the new skin. Fucking weird. This was definitely like, ah, fuck, they're ripping our game, ripping our game's throat out. Okay, so we gotta change it real quick. But neat. Okay, so let's go to the characters. We got new skins for our characters. What do you call it? We got one for Mona. It looks terrible. It looks like probably the worst thing out of all of them. She just has like weird shorts. I don't understand. I don't know why. Is it because it's like underwear is like technically like the fucking thing? I don't know. Regardless, this one seems, well, no, it's not. I understand why that one's a little less sus. All right, but Amber's just looks better. Jean's just looks better. Rosaria's looks worse. All right, now that's my opinion. You can also think that Rosaria's looks fantastic. I don't care. I mean, 100%. You're able to believe what you believe. Let me know even about it. It's fine. But yes, I personally think that Amber. Amber looks great. Also, yeah, she always had that little fire little things. That's a cool addition to the vision. Neat. Regardless, no, I like the whole bulkier look. Looks more like, hey, I'm actually meant to be a scout, baby. Also, you're like 10, so fucking put more clothes on. Anyways, where the fuck is Jean? Jean also looked nice because again, it fits in with Jean's character. Jean looking, what do you call it? Looks more like aristocraty. So for her to be like, you know what, fuck it. Here's actually, honestly, who cares? The fucking drift in the chest. It doesn't matter. Anyway, regardless, I also just like the black highlights more. Makes everything pop a little more. You know? Yes, Jean looks better. But yes, that happened. Jamel says, thigh high beats socks. All right. Kai says, fully agree with Huta. Nice. Jamel says, like I said, only Amber is meth to me. Okay. Fluff says, I don't mind them apart from the obvious censorship. Like, yeah, so it has a very creepy undertone of like, hopefully, because apparently the thing that's really freaky about this, there's not a lot freaky about this, but the whole idea of like changing skins and etc. Is that apparently moving forward in all of the like all of the cutscenes, it will affect, so like the censoring in China will affect all of the cutscenes with Amber, Mona, and etc. Now the censoring is not like stupid. Well, it's not like they're wearing a blanket or something, you know. So yeah, but it is shitty that like this small, well, big, but this sect of thing is affecting the entire product across the entire board moving forward within cutscenes and whatnot. That's a little shitty. And that also could mean, very much does probably mean, whenever there's like a cutscene, the characters that are probably going to be involved are going to be really dressed up. Now what this could also mean is that yes, there's going to be like a heavily clothed version of a character, but then MiHoYo, and this makes more sense, they would release a skin that's like, hey, look at this more attractive or showy or whatever design remodel of the clothing that is more whatever, and it would only be available in global and not in China, you know. So I can see that's the way they're going, and honestly the way that they're probably trying to monetize certain things.
It's so nice to
still shitty though that I like the fact that we're gonna be seeing Amber. Well, again, most of them look better, but if you see Rosaria in like the cutscenes and she's wearing like this crazy weird, like, you know, church outfit, despite it goes against, you know, Rosaria being this kind of rebellious figure, that's shitty. I don't like that part. Thank you for telling me it's in the mail, Kai. Faceless says Amber looks fantastic. I like a lot. Same thing with Jean. I think Jean looks killer too. Like I like it when they fit the aesthetic of whatever the character's going for, whatever the character is. Like honestly, it weird, but it makes sense that Mona has like the swimmer, the Japanese swimmer outfit, whatever it's called. That makes sense because she's literally a pyro character that's literally diving into the ground and swimming around. So it kind of like, all right, yeah, it makes sense. It's a callback to that almost. Leotard is what people call it, but I see it as like a, what do you call it, that weird Japanese swimsuit thing. Kai says, I cannot stand the reason for the new skins in general. Also, I still think they look worse than the old ones. Oh, really? Yeah, I think the only one to me that I think looks worse is the, what is it called? The Rosaria. She's the only one that I think looks bad. Because to me, I don't know. I think to me, I just like the way like black and white kind of add contrast to characters. So for like characters like Jean, to me, I think that it makes her just pop a little bit more. Where the fuck is Jean? There she is. think it makes her pop a little bit more. You know what I mean? And yeah, and then with Amber, honestly, Amber, I don't know how people can be upset with Amber's, because it's literally just like deeper shades of blood red with yeah, I don't think there's any less curves. I know there's less butt cheek dimples, which is sure, I don't know. But yeah.
Should we really be off work this early?
Most isn't covering skin. They were removing sheer fabric. They are options for us, but is mandatory in China. Yes, jeans and amber skins are an upgrade. Also I don't like kimonos. Yeah. Then ignore their existence. Kai says, I hate Rosaria's new outfit. Has anyone been using the birthday art? So that is kind of official version of Global 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, what do you call it? What is it? Rosaria's new. Oh yeah, I hate the new outfit as well. So I was wondering why I agreed with something like that. It says Rosaria's new outfit doesn't fit her character at all. She's supposed to be this rebellious person, and her outfit contracts that pulls that nerve for. But yeah. Well, to me, again, I could see how Mihoyo is kind of like going to spin this for success, which is like, yeah, it's shitty that all of the art moving forward is probably going to be of heavily, like no skin showing, of super away from. I'm sure they'll find a way to make things like slim and attractive or whatever, or like not slim. I mean like curves and etc. and them being nice, but they'll like no skin. No weird, provocative anything. And then I would assume this is where we're gonna make a lot of money, is when that's normalized. Then they're gonna start probably making skins that are not egregious, probably, but just a little bit more of what people are like experience when it comes to Ganyu or Ninwang or whatever. Not Ninwang, sorry, Mona is what I meant. I fear future characters will be less revealing as long as CN is still restricting them. Again, that's what it is said that we're gonna do. Yeah, which like sucks for like I don't know, because I was wondering about that. Like, why does China not have a problem with like the other characters? Like I thought, like as much as I meme, I actually don't want censorship to happen. But to me, I was thinking, like I fucking hate the fact that Bennett's tummy's hanging out and etc. And apparently there was some sort of weird thing where like China wanted to make it so that like men were perceived as more masculine to men and not like femininity they're trying to reduce or something like that within their populace. Which I think is just kind of silly. But anyways, I wonder if they're gonna see any of these other characters and be like, well, hey. Like the main traveler, a man with a ponytail, how dare you? Although, no, I thought that's something in the culture, but I don't know. Regardless, I don't know. It seems weird. Jamal says, my podcast has no views yet, but I'm having fun. That's all that matters, Jamal. You just gotta get after it, but it's gonna take some time, but man, again, like I did YouTube for like 3 years and had like 2 viewers. and honestly, it's probably for the best, because that's the one thing that you kind of gotta contend with. We'll do the quest, sorry. But that's something that you gotta contend with, Jamal, is that it's maybe a benefit that people aren't watching you right now. The reason why is because, and I don't mean to, like, no one starts off just being the fucking best that they possibly could be. It takes a lot of grunt work and a lot of you showing up and honing a skill and getting good at performing, and then creating something that you're truly proud of and that you're constantly improving upon so that it can actually be something that's good to the mass majority of people. And you'll be happy that no one, because you only have one chance to make an impression. So the quicker you can kind of gain skill and gain experience, the better you will be. So it sounds crazy, but you may be grateful for the fact that in this period where you're maybe not as charismatic as you want to be, or you're not doing the thing that you maybe should be doing, or there's gaps in your whatever you're creating, you'll be happy that you've actually honed that out while less people were seeing you, so that when you truly do feel confident about your product, that's when you would try to pursue any sort of means of trying to get your name out there, maybe trying to collaborate with somebody, doing this or that, all that stuff. So again, take it slow, enjoy the process, try to really hone your craft and create something special. And you'll be grateful for the fact that you didn't, like for me, I still go but it was much worse when I was just starting out. Red says, more lewds, go! I'll make a dent and then we'll chat again.
Yum, yum, yum. Ooh, I am so full. Not another bite.
She's so cute. God damn it. Whoever voices you is perfect.
Hats off to you, Xiangling.
Serving the grilled fish with a dipping sauce is quite an innovative approach. The flavor is just to die for.
The reason why, I just noticed that. I think I heard something about this. That's why. The voice actor who voices Hu Tao's English version, at least, is Rem. That's Best Girl Rem. That makes sense. Anyway, sorry, continue.
That's my
I think.
signature dipping
Correct me.
sauce. I knew it would taste great.
Tempered Jueyun chili powder mixed with garlic paste and chopped scallions, then seasoned with salt, vinegar, and soy sauce, before finally sizzling in hot oil. This recipe may seem a bit crude, but is entirely hinged on the precise balancing of flavors and seasonings by the chef. Everything must be balanced just right.
What if some just random guy just came out of nowhere and just fucking throat punched hard as shit Ganyu? Or not Ganyu, sorry. It's Zhongli. So when he's talking all this long sentence, someone just goes, ah! Just chops him in the neck and then runs off.
It is the consummate mastery of this
It's not
balance
Ganyu.
that turns a humble dish into an exquisite one.
Oh, that's quite the compliment, don't you think?
I'm flattered. Thank you, Mr. Zhongli.
And I thought I have a way with words. But you certainly take the prize, Mr. Zhongli.
You are too kind, Director. Your eloquence is infamous in Liyue Harbor.
Oh, I see Kai.
What's that? Oh, would you like to order something, Guoba? Oh, please, by all means, it's my treat. I'll just open a tab under Xiangling.
Hey, are you guys talking about tasty food again?
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, dude.
It's the
A tiny
traveler in
child.
Paimon. What brings you to this side of town? Hold on, let me take a wild guess. Yes. Oh, you must be here for the lantern rite.
My God, Kai says Shinhee might still get changed in China. That is absurd to me. I just don't get it. Like, also, isn't there like a dwindling population thing? Oh, I'm sure there's a way you could spin that to be like, no, it's because people are showing skin that they're fucking, I don't know. God, people are weird. Fucking boomers, dude. Fucking boomers. I don't know. Ugh. Fluff says, supposedly Venti and Shincho are banned in China, so no further banners in their region, but we'll probably still get them dual banner reruns. Weird. What about other characters? Are they just gonna take Venti's face and like give him a scar? Because that's the only thing that's separating Shincho and fucking Bennett. Okay, he has a scar on his arm. What? Anyways. Faceless, so if they don't drop La Senora, they will probably cover her. Yeah, more, again, I think, I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see what happens. It could just be like, because again, why, it's not like there's not super showy characters, like Ganyu is kind of showy. Yeah, there's characters that kind of have like excessive curves and are designed to be sexy in a way, I think. But yeah, those aren't being covered up. So it's kind of like, what? Why are only, like, Jean was the least sexualized character in the entire game. So, like, what? It's hella weird.
Isn't it pretty obvious? Anybody could have guessed that.
Oh, yeah, come on. Can't you take a joke?
You came at the perfect time.
Exactly.
I was just
Fuck
letting
Paimon.
everyone try my latest dish. The owner of Third Round Knockout says it's, well, a real knockout. Mr. Zhongli and Hu Tao seem to like it too, but I think it never hurts to let more people do a taste test.
What do you call it? I heard something about it, Lone Syndicate. Lone Syndicate says, do you know that Hu Tao was voiced by Rem or something? Or Rem was voiced by Hu, where? Yeah, I think I heard something back in the day about it really quick, but that was before I watched ReZero. So I was like, oh yeah, Rem, the blue maid person. And now I know, oh, Rem, best girl, unarguably. You know?
How about it, you two? Would you like to have a taste? Huh. Don't have to ask Paimon twice, or once even.
I'll take conservative characters over outright banishment of a given character. Well, I would just say, I'm not going to say it because I'll get assassinated, but I would say F word to China and be like, well, sucks, because honestly, like, I don't, like, again, their laws are very pretty fucking explicit. Like, they're like, hey, no effeminate men. No sexualization, apparently. Limited game time to play video games. Like, these are all things that are written into the thing. It's this doctrine or the like laws that are coming out itself. Genshin is breaking each one of these rules. So I don't know, like, are they just trying to, like, I have no idea. Again, there are still characters in this game that look sexualized, way more than the characters that got patched. So what? What? Also, why are you even trying to appease this market? Because it's like dying. It's literally being suffocated because there's no time for you to play. So like, fuck, I don't know. Maybe it's because people are like, well, no, people use VPNs, all these things. I don't know, dude. China's fucking go hard in the paint and get scary real fast when you start like not following shit. Anyways, thank you, but we're here to see Mr. Zhongli. I feel like we could kill two birds with one stone, but okay.
Let's get down to business.
We meet again, traveler. I trust your journey is going well?
Not bad. We've learned a lot along the way. Super nondescript. Great.
Splendid. Therein lies the value of a journey.
So come on. Why are you looking for our good consultant? Do enlighten us.
Guys, is Hu Tao charming, or does she just talk to you as if she's excited and happy to talk to you? And most of us don't feel that ever. I don't know. I feel kind of manipulated, but I'm okay with it. So we're going to keep going.
Just in case you were wondering, we're on business too. We only tried Xiangling's dish since we just happened to be here.
You know what I feel like she talks like how I've heard in videos how maid cafe people talk to you, where they're like, "Oh my god, I fucking love you," and you're like,
Business? What kind of
Why am I
business
here?
would the Longsheng Funeral Parlor possibly have during a festival?
Even during the most joyous of holidays, life still follows its natural course, does it not? Is that really so surprising? But there isn't need to be alarmed. It's just a nice day today, and I thought we could go for a walk while doing a little promotion for our business. Oh, you could go ahead and chat away. Xiangling and I will go have some tea with the boss over there. Oh, Zhongli, please come get me when you're through here.
God damn it.
Of course. I'll see you later, Director.
I bet Hu Tao knows plenty,
Now
all right?
then, traveler. What brings you to see me today?
Faceless says, doesn't Dying Light come out this week? Not this week! Next week! Next Tuesday. Nope, Wednesday. Next February 4th or 5th. Whatever February Friday. The first Friday of February. Whatever that is. That's when it comes up, buddy. Can't wait. Can't wait. Next week, yes. Jamal says, Yanfei is Doom. Yeah, like Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. I thought it was, is it maybe Thursday? I thought it was Friday. Maybe Thursday night. Fluff says they'll get Shinsho a belly button. Belly bottoms, sorry. See, I'm not gonna, hey. Hey, what about them short shorts? Could we like get them some actual shorts instead of short shorts? I mean, hey, I don't mean to capitalize on a clear oppression, whatever, but yes. Or censorship, not oppression. Well, probably both. Anyway, Red says, agree, Grin. They need to get out of China. All the devs should. China's gaming market is toast as long as these laws are in place. Yeah, man, well, I don't know, man. I don't know. I agree, but I'm like, what the hell is the future look? Because China ain't a stupid, like, planning people. Usually they plan, like, yeah, in a very meticulous way. Anyways. Well, long story short, how do we convince Kaching to chill the fuck out?
Yes. The Yuheng is honest, intelligent, and most diligent. She is capable of shouldering responsibilities that few others could. But everything has a balance, and one's health must certainly weigh in.
Oh. Red says, I love Hu Tao's personality. Yeah, no, I like it too. I do just notice that, like, I'm not sure if you guys have ever talked to people who are just, like, pretending to be overly happy. It's a little weird. Like when, like, it's usually like a soccer mom meeting like another soccer mom, and they're like, oh my god, I'm so happy to see you. Oh, okay, yes, okay. There's like this weird, like, soulless thing. Hu Tao doesn't have it. Hu Tao seems like the voice actor is trying to convey like an overwhelming amount of like life and joy from a person that deals with death and misery all the time, you know, which is a nice inverse. Anyways, is there any way we can help her?
Yeah, everyone knows you're super knowledgeable. Paimon bets she would listen to someone like you.
If I were still the mighty Rex Lapis, I might be able to help her see reason. But alas, I'm now nobody but an ordinary consultant. My words no longer carry the same weight as they once did. Besides, I am by no means close to the Yuheng. Taking the liberty to lecture her may just as easily produce the opposite of the desired effect.
Also, Kaching isn't really big into like god stuff, right? Well, also, I thought we heard something in the story where it was like actually shouldn't like Kaching is like loves Rex Lapis or the god that protected them or something, but just thinks that it's not a path forward.
Oh, you're right. Then what should we do?
We could take a more subtle, indirect approach to the matter.
Clever. Kai says, does China not generate like 3 times as much money as the rest of the world in Genshin, I think? Yes. Well, I think it's close, but it's a little bit like that. But what do you call it, Kai? That's the thing that's like, I'm sure shocking, is that they're kind of like that. That's been the case for a lot. That's been the case for Japan, specifically like big corners of markets like China. I don't think India quite is the same thing, but I think if they could ever make a game that was kind of in the right realm, it would do immensely well. Kind of like why T-Series blew up, because it was able to dip into a huge market. But anyways, yeah, with the way China's like cracking down on video games, I feel like everyone's like, fuck, like this used to be a huge market for us. How do we like entice like neighboring markets, maybe like India or Africa or any of these countries that are just having like eventually going to have a technological boom, or where they get technology can come online fully, which they already kind of are, and then they can profit off of all those people who are new eyes, new audiences coming in.
Such as telling a story that resonates with her, containing your message conveyed within it. Such a story can be achieved by referencing topics from her daily life. The story could prove even more effective if you weave in something about someone close to her.
Paimon doesn't really get it.
To speak with others who are familiar with Kachin.
I knew you'd understand what to do. Well done, traveler. Go collect some source materials for your story. Of course, I can always provide you with my advice if needed.
Okay.
Once we have formulated the plot, you can tell the story to the Yuheng.
All right. What do you call it? This is, this is not bad. I feel like they've made Zhongli a little bit more, like, warm and, like, charming and, like, actually, like, hey, I'll help you and I got your back. Kind of aura, which is nice. I don't know. Beforehand, again, I very much felt like he was, like, again, we did all this stuff for him, and then he just gave his noses away, and he was like, fucking peace, dude. Fucking idiot. I was like, what the fuck is this? Why do people like you so much? I mean, you're tough as shit, but I don't understand why your personality shit. But here, not that bad.
You are on amiable terms with the Yuheng, which makes you the natural candidate.
Oh, Paimon gets it! So we need to talk with people who know Kuching, right? So who should we start with?
Greetings, everyone. I hope I'm not intruding.
Huh?
Who?
Oh, Lady Kuching!
Be a little bit more obvious, Paimon, Jesus Christ.
Mr. Zhongli, I didn't expect to see you here. Thank you for all your assistance during the rite of parting.
She's talking to the fucking god, baby.
You are most welcome, Yuheng. It was the least I could do.
What are you doing here, Kachin?
Why? And what's with your strange expression? Oh, I see. My apologies. I appear to have interrupted your conversation with Mr. Zhongli.
No, fuck, shit, no. Well.
Kuching, are you here looking for us?
Yes, I was going to ask you to introduce me to the Adepti. I thought that it would be fitting to send them some festive gifts. On behalf of the Liyue Qixing.
That's a good idea, because what do you call it? Like, even in the story, why will this be? No, this will go away. Fuck, but anyways, yeah, in the story, like, that's one of the vibes that I got, which people were like, you're fucking douchebag. Douchehead, what? But people were saying that, like, hey, Kaching, like I was annoyed that Kaching was just like a fucking atheist that was real pissed off at Christians, basically, which is just almost as bad as Christians. Anyways, but I just thought like she was just like, fuck the guards, it's our time to go away and some shit, and I was just like, man, I'm not sure. Girl seems hateful. Girl seems a little hateful. But this is a cool moment where they're actually like, no, she's like, you misunderstand that her, like, yes, she maybe came across that way, but that's not who she is.
Didn't you meet them when we were fighting to defend Liyue Harbor together?
Yeah.
You could just as easily go and
really.
find them in Juyun Karst.
Yes, but we only met briefly on that single occasion. The Adepti may have already forgotten about me, and I'm concerned it would be imprudent to show up so suddenly.
Also, what the hell, Paimon? Like, your friend wants to come hang out with you. Or, like, ask you, hey, can you, like, come help me with this thing? And you're like, why, idiot? You've met him before. And it's like,
Which is
fucking
why
shit.
I thought it would be more appropriate to ask you to introduce me first.
Fluff says, China's market in revenue is huge, especially for Genshin. Their profit and budget will plummet. It'll never be the same as them pulling out. Well, yeah. Again, to me, I don't know if they'll ever pull out, but I do think at a point it probably will make sufficient sense to like alter the state of the entire game for a dwindling market. You know what I mean? Like it will have a diminishing return probably. Like they'll probably will just say, fuck it, you can't get this character, this character, this character, and you'll just throw it out there. And if people are like, this is bullshit, but then there'll people be like, well, it's what we got because our government's being weird. But yeah. Kai says, I worry the future character designs will be overly restricted from just to start appeal to CN. I do not like that. The stifling of creation. Yeah. No, again, it's funny because I do think it's a weird. Like I seen some videos came out today talking about this, and I do feel like it does weirdly. It's not this. I don't think this is the core of the argument, but it sometimes feels like they're like maybe it's because there's a passive joke that's like. Boobas, lewd, sexy, this. But it genuinely is like, well, what if there's a character that like, what if a character wanted to make like an effeminate looking man? Because they're like a water dancer in the lore of the game. And they wanted to make this like homage to this certain culture's dancing. And maybe there was this thing that was only able to be done by a specific group of people. And a lot of them happened to be boys or whatever the fucking phrasing or thing could be. And then that can't exist. Or if it does, it's like some sort of weird, like trying to make this thing masculine, but it's like a restrictive thing. So if you're gonna take away from like the design of sexiness, which I know is not what you're saying, Kai, but I think that's what people hear when they think of like people getting up in arms about this. It's not about that. It's about the limitation of creativity and essentially, And I do think maybe it's a little too early to be saying that, but it's still something that people are like, hey, if this does accelerate, this could be a bad end. H games became what it was. It means to create dodge heavy censorship of horror. Yeah. Kai says, I always got that kind of helpful vibe from Zhongli though. Oh really? Oh yes, yeah. I never got that vibe. Maybe it's because Kai, the one thing that really fucked me up a little bit is when you actually go, like when Zhongli gives his gnosis, it seems fucked up to me. Like, we helped you, we were trying to meet you, trying to make sure you're okay, and then you work with the guy that was literally trying to kill your whole people, and do like a bunch of other fucked up shit, and you just never told us this whole time. Like, that to me seems like if you did, it just seems like someone being dishonest. Which maybe for Zhongli, it's like, I'm a god, bitch, what do you want from me? I'm doing things for your betterment. I still think that's a lie. I don't like people who lie. Rakai says, Rex Lapis fangirl, no, number one, still clueless. Still clueless. Sure, no problem. Did you try asking Ganyu? I was about to say, well, I feel like we'll get more audio options this way.
Unfortunately, Ganyu is on leave at the moment, so I'm unable to get in touch with her.
Why?
I'm afraid I'll still require your assistance.
So you even have to run around delivering gifts in person? It sure doesn't seem easy to be a Qixing.
We'll gladly help you.
Thank you, Traveler. Let me go and prepare the gifts. I'm sorry to make you run errands with me during our big festival. I promise to make this quick, and I'll be sure to get you back in time to enjoy the fireworks show.
Ka-ching, they're making you so goddamn charming that I feel like, goddamn, please rework your kit, because I really don't like it. just generally speaking. I know people love it. I can't be. I hate it. Great. When we go watch the fireworks again. Oh.
Huh? Together?
Fucking. Ew. But also,
All right. I'll go to see the fireworks with you once I've finished my work. Speaking of which, Mr. Zhongli, the fireworks show will be particularly exciting this year. Please, don't miss it.
Ah, yes. Thank you for your kind reminder.
I should be going now. Traveler, please come find me at the Jade Chamber once you're ready.
our character's going down the Harem King path for sure. For sure. First, I'm not sure who the first one was, but...
And there she goes.
Yes.
That's the Yuheng. Efficient and reliable as ever.
You're really reliable too, Zhongli.
Why, thank you, Paimon. Please, don't forget our earlier conversation. Once you've collected enough story material, we can meet here again and discuss things further.
Yeah, it could just be me, but I definitely feel like they've ratcheted up his like the conveying of like a friend or like the feeling of warmth, etc. when communicating. Because I don't remember that happening when we first met him. Because all I remember is him rattling off about history. I'm like, fucking shit. Also, we have fireworks, star flowers. All right, in the planet you will find many smelting permits. Closer quality of the ideal zone, the higher the quality score will be. Okay. During the challenge, each time you check a single smelt, a certain amount of endurance will be discreted depending on the smelting technique used. One endurance is depleted, no further smelting can be formed. Okay. All right. I feel like it's trial and error. Trial and error. Let's rock this. How do I say do it? Let's do that. Is it just a gadget that I just slot in and hope for the best? I guess. Collapse. Oh, okay. All right. Is this a thing on the map that I need to go do? Or is this that gadget that they gave me? I don't know, dude. Let's find out. Fluff says, the West isn't opposed to converting things up or removing sensitive content. Let's hope we don't get black bars and stuff in this Genshin. Yeah. Kai says, agree. Japan has a post of appreciation on fashion and art. Boys are pretty as girls and the high standing in society. Lone Singh, it says, young, yes, together a woman, this is a slice of life anime. Red says, yep, the West seems to slowly becoming apathetic, overly offended, or whatever, will likely get worse. I mean, man, I don't know. Hey, Red, I get it, but I feel like we are in the most, like, non-representative time than we've ever had before, I feel like. Because the mass majority of people I meet and talk to are 100% reasonable. Or maybe they're just, but yeah. So I don't know about that, Red. I don't think it's like the argument of people being like, things are just getting worse, which in some cases they could be. But largely, we're also just documenting the worsity way, way more. So I don't know. I tend to think that when you think you're perfectly right and 100% correct on most things, that's just a bad mental place to be in. I should be open to the idea of what are the ways I'm wrong and why should I not want that? Because you shouldn't want to be wrong, you know? Which is why most people go the other way, and in the pursuit to not be wrong, they double down and they try to like not say that they're wrong. Whereas you could be like, oh wait, what are the ways that I am wrong and how can I, you know, get ahead of this or completely shift my change and now be on the side that I think makes the most sense, and this and that, you know. Lonesigan says, imagine censoring Raiden Shogun's Booba sword instead of. Honestly, I think censors would make it worse. I think if they had like a little black bar in the chest, it would almost make it more like, oh my, lordy lord, like jeez. Guy says Ether can have all the boys and girls if you ask me. He has a tough life. Oh, I didn't know what tough life did he have? I didn't know that. What kind of tough life was the lore behind that? He lost his sister or some shit? That's the only thing I know about Ether. Plus says, slowly is an understatement. Yeah. Luzica says, fireworks, we really have brought Yoimiya for. I know, I thought this would have been like, Yoimiya's like, hey, I flew down. Yeah, all that. Where is it? Yes, it doesn't say this is getting replaced somehow. So we'll permanently have this cool thing. Why the fuck didn't it? What? What? I equipped it. Why didn't it equip? Oh, I actually do have to, like, I can't actually use it, I guess? Place. Oh, I did place it, maybe. I did. Smelt fireworks. Get ready to launch. Smelt fireworks. What do I need? Okay. How do I... Okay. We put in... Press... change smelting technique. What the fuck is this? Select smelting technique. Okay. Smelt, single smelt. Okay. Do I just keep single smelting until it gets to the one place? I feel like this is gonna overclock. Ooh, now I move to the next one. Okay. Do I do one single smelt again? Ooh, we're very close. Oh, what? Oh, I see. Insufficient remain. Oh, I see. So there's a certain amount of smelts. Feels bad. I guess I'll complete it. Shit. What's square do? I guess that will change. Yeah, quality increase slightly. This will do moderate. So we need to do moderate. God damn you. Complete smelt, I guess. Okay. It was okay. Max endurance increased. What? New smelting technique unlocked. What does that mean? What am I doing? Is this like a cool firework now that I can unleash? Maybe? I'm passively getting this. Kai says, I had Yoimi in the party for this quest. Looks they love fireworks here too, girl. Yeah, man. Man. I would love it if Yoimiya's charge shot kicked some ass. But instead, it's fine. It's not fine. It's the worst, actually. But anyways. Plus, as fireworks had their original origin in China, so this makes sense. These events are Chinese Liwei culture, so it extends exclusive to involve all. Yeah. Plus, says even silly censorship like Brock's in infamous jelly donuts. Wait, what? Really? Jeez. Censorship has never stopped the holiday. Yeah, if anything, it just makes it like worse. We have innovations in like sound technology, and you're like, what? What? What's good, Sasha? How are you? Sasha says, how are you, Logan? I'm doing pretty good, Sasha. How about you? I'm more interested about how you doing. But yes, I'm doing pretty good. We're doing this event. We're talking about with the censorship things happening within Genshin. Not great. Not great. At least from my point of view. Is that all I needed to do to get like good enough quality, maybe? I feel like I could do it a little bit better. Moderately increased your stuff. Which one is the most? Ooh, this one we need a lot. 1. Oof! Okay, tiny guy, little tiny one. Good, alright, good. Big Pooba. Quality increases greatly. I feel like we could just go full tilt, but I don't want to do it just yet. Let's do this one. Smelt. Smelt. Ooh, so close. Square. Tiny guy, little tiny one. Beep. Ooh. Ooh, did I make it or am I off by 1? I don't know. Well, I think this big one was just enough. Yes. Now we do a tiny one. There we go. There we go. Complete smelting. Come on, baby, that was perfect. Perfect quality. What a cute mini game. This is such a fun thing. Man, this is, whenever I see stuff like this, I'm like, this is perfect. Like just like the amount of things that are frustrating in games like Skyrim was one of the best games that had like lockpicking. Before that, it was like Bethesda, Fallout, etc., all that stuff. That lockpicking mini game just perfect. It's not that bad. It's good. This one I feel like would be a great like enhancement thing in the next Elder Scrolls. Like if you actually had to like perfectly pace out these like gems, and it would also give you incentive to collecting certain soul gems. Anyways, sorry. Red says, speaking of Pokemon, did anyone else have a crush on Jessie while growing up? I don't know, man. I don't really like. I know a lot of people talk about like having various cartoon crushery things taking place within their adolescence. I don't know which one comes to mind. I honestly don't think so. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, no, Pokemon one, never really got it. I don't know. I feel like there should be one that's like, hey, you know what the real fucked up thing is? What's that damn? It's like that cartoony live action, like a Bullet Bill kind of weird, whatever it is. Oh, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. Does anyone know what it's called? It's like the Looney Tunes detective guy. You had like this cartoon pistol and he like put in bullets and he shot a person. And there was like a woman in a red dress. That shit fucked me up. That shit, I was like, that's awesome. That's awesome. I never seen the whole like, oh, here's a tiny, Pokemon child running around. I wasn't like, oh no. I was like, no, big tall lady, awesome. Which I think fucked me up in some ways, but yes. Anywho, but no, Red, I have not. Who is Jessie? Is Jessie the orange-haired lass? Because yeah, I didn't get that per se. But I feel like there's got to be something else. But also, I was the sorry sap that like enjoyed Leela, kind of, and then I hated her in Futurama because I was like, man, she's kind of badass, and Fry likes her, and that's nice. And then she was just a wretched asshole the whole time, and I was like, Leela's kind of a bitch, actually. Could just be me. Anyway, let's try to go for gold in this one. What do you call it? We can use a big one with this. Ooh, so close. In fact, this might be two on the nose. Yes. Oh, I just want to leave. Am I wasting something when doing this? I hope not. Because if this is actually kind of insanely easy to like pace out. Yeah. And then we do big Pooba. We do tiny Pooba. Then we do over here, we do moderate. Oh, maybe this? Let's try moderate. Let's go ballsy. Boom! Perfect. Perfect quality. Easy. That's actually, yeah, it's a very fun mini game. I like the kind of hyper moving around and all that stuff. Can I launch it? Ready to launch. How do I do this? Plan 1, Plan 2, Plan 3. Oh, that's so cute. They actually made like a whole thing about it. Lone Secret says censorship sucks. It stops people from creating what they want to make and creating the point where the idea of something is completely yeah. Sorry, it's not that I didn't want to read that, Lone City, because it's at the very top and I was going to leave. Kai says, main story points are forward from CN censorship and might hit Genshin in the future. Dark themes. I'm not happy. Outfits might just be this. Yeah, that's true. Again, yeah, I don't think it's an invalid worry. I do think that it should be something that we probably should wait, because I think they're already MiHoYo's trying to get out of China. It's a very big thing that's been happening. So maybe this is them just because again, to me it doesn't make to make the whole part of sense. So where they haven't addressed the other characters that in my opinion are more sexualized. Fluff says without engaging in censorship in Japan, a particular genre of Harada wouldn't have existed. Red says, I mean, yes, Jessie was evil. Oh, no, see, that makes more sense, Red. You same as me. Jessie's the fucking big, pink-haired, whatever, actual grown-ass woman thing. And stupid sometimes, but damn, that outfit. Fluff says, if I had any attention to any early Pokemon series characters, it was Officer Jenny. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair too. Sasha says, I was offline for the past week. I know we missed you. We missed you, Sasha. I seen you pop in at once. But yes. Are we able to get Ninwong to guess? I don't think yet. Maybe. I don't think so though. I think tomorrow probably you'll have access to get Ninwong's skill, but it is available. But it's just you need to grind up the event to get all of the guppins. So if I hit like set like launch, how do I put stuff in here? Have I not gotten any? One type. I don't have any. I guess I haven't grabbed any. I guess. Smelt. I thought I've made a bunch. So apparently I don't have it, but oh, wait until the appropriate time, I guess. Well, that's something that we've kind of done. So we didn't. It's not like we've achieved nothing, but very little. I think I did both of these challenges. Easy peasy. Give me them primo gems. Oh, 30 primo gems. Oh, also. Oh, not you got more than that. Oh, when we get that special weird currency, hell yeah. Hell yes. Satisfying. Easy peasy. We also can do part 2. Neat. Well, wait. But Kaching seems to still be busy with something else, so we need to go talk to... Oh, no, we need to do the quest. That's probably what it is. All right. All right. Let's go talk to Kaching. Smell, get ready. Will that just come back into my pocket? I don't know. I got some bombs, apparently. Neat. Where are we going? We gotta talk to Kaching, but first we gotta wait. Great. At what time? 8. 8. Lucian says, Jesse, what the red, Jesse was the red hair, and the Team Rocket. So it's Team Rocket. Yeah, Team Rocket, the girl from Team Rocket. That you had like a, when, from the girl from Team Rocket. I think I get it, but at the same time, I don't know. To me, there was something like standoffish about someone who was like an evil person or like a mean person, you know? Where I was like, it can't happen. This can't happen. Kai says Sailor Moon had characters that I had a crush on when I was pretty young. Okay, yeah, because Sailor Moon was one of the first for a lot of people. I feel like, yes, which I don't know. I feel like I don't know. For me, it doesn't resonate, but that doesn't mean it's not true. It just means for your boy, I got fucked up by, I think her name was Jessica Rabbit, or whatever the fuck it was. Kai says, oh no, Red says, oh yeah, here to Fluff, the Nurse Joy and Nurse Joy. Fluff says, granted, I was influenced by Harabate at a young age. I just didn't realize was a thing until my mid-late teens. Golly. Red says, I didn't watch Sailor Moon much, but did love her design. Yay. Red says, I think my first Harada awakening was Lola Bunny in Space Jam. I feel like that was a lot of for people. It was a lot of that for people. But also, wasn't there that weird, like Robin Hood fox lady? I don't know. That could also be pretty on the nose for this weird awakening for people. Fluff said, the South accent, purple eyeshadow, her being a cyborg, and the rabbit factor, it all makes sense. Only thing she lacks was glasses and dark skin. She does have brown skin with some contrast. Bunny Robot from this old Sonic characters was probably the gateway. Oh God. I know you look at it like a reverence. For me, it's like, I mean, I guess this adds up. I'm fucked up in his own specific way. But yes. Lone Singlet says Sailor Moon is one of those animes that I have in the queue, but oh man, I can't do it. I know she's iconic, but I can't. It's too much. It's aged like milk, I would imagine. So I can't. I'm sure it's great. I feel like I need a blasting pass.
I've made all the necessary preparations and even packed some handmade snacks.
Nice. That's so nice.
That reminds
That's so nice.
me. I've also prepared some launch tubes made by Pungi. I hope the Adepti will like them. Is there anything else I should bring?
Kaching is becoming very quickly best girl, and by that I mean she's okay. She's in the ranking, maybe, possibly. I don't know. Shinhee is still pretty up there for what she, the whole quest about her. But I think that should be everything.
Good. In that case, let's first pay Madame Ping a visit in the city before heading out to Joyun Karst.
Yes. Red says, yes, glasses equals more hadada. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about anything. Ah, shit. Let's move on. Fluff says, there was a robot of Sailor Moon. Wait, that's man, I haven't heard that before. I'm sure it exists, because everything exists. But I have not heard about the attraction to robotic-like people, you know? You hear a lot about the whole furry community popping off. You hear a lot about the weird subsects of the, I don't know what they're called exactly. There's something scale, which, you know, appropriate. Yeah, I haven't heard a lot about the cyborg fetishization, which I don't know if there's something about that that's like, no, Ex Machina really fucked some shit up. You know, I don't know. One of those things, but I'm sure it exists, but I don't know. Oh, we're gonna see Yanfei again. We've seen all of Leeway.
The festive
I like this.
season is upon us. This is no time to be running hither and thither. We should relax
You
and
old as
enjoy
hell,
the
man. I'm paying.
season.
I get it, Granny, but
Oh,
you know,
reboots, not real. Oh, I see.
having lots of clients is a good thing.
I'm sure it is, but really, child, who could be seeking your help during the lantern rite?
What do you call Fluff? Yeah, a reboot of Sailor Moon. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
You'd be surprised.
Kai says, that was never my thing, but anime was... I lost the comment. Anime was heavily influenced on many people. Yes, it's true. Very true. Although... No, both is cringe. I was gonna give you guys the debate. What is more... Ugh. Is it like the people who have a perception of how anime characters are supposed to... Like, they're a whole gauge of how to be, like... I don't know what you'd call it besides, like... fucking like conversation, courting people, etc. They gauge themselves that off of anime, or the weird like TikTok nonsensory of like women who, what is it? How do I preface this properly? There's like a thing within like if you like, what do you call it? There's like a Reddit that just blew up recently that was all about like, it's like r/nice guys or r/ whatever it's called, nice guys, but it's like women's equivalent of like the equal is like, ugh. Oh geez, God stop, please. But I don't know. I feel like both are rough. You know, I don't think there's either like one's worse or one's better. But yes.
Madam Ping! Happy Lantern Rite!
Kai says the original Sailor Moon had gay, lesbian, and bi characters in the 90s, and I did all that and they did all that very tastefully. Nice. Yeah, what do you call it? I personally like that in video games. Like, what do you call it? That was something that pissed me off about Mass Effect Andromeda on the list of things that were wrong in that game. Is I prefer like let's just hope in a future fucking existence where you're like you see aliens and all this shit that it's just best for game design. For completion's sake or whatever. Just make everybody fucking bi. Why do we have to do this weird jumping through ropes weird shit? We're in a fucking fake world. You know? In Mass Effect, it was like there were certain characters where you couldn't coerce or like see their cool romantic dialogue, etc. Because of XYZ, which again, that's the real life. You will get rejected by someone because they're physically unable to be attracted to you. But we're in a fucking video game. We're killing people. What? Just fucking shit. Anyway, happy Lantern right now.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Madam Ping.
I'm talking too much.
How are you?
The one thing it says you.
Oh,
yes,
dear.
Green. They're both
Well,
great. Yes.
Look who's here. I'm so glad to see you all in time for the festival.
Hello, traveler. Long time no see.
You popped up once in the story. Hello.
Oh, and Lady Kuching is here too.
Sailor Moon reboot
Magician
already
have
exists.
prepared
Is
some
what?
small
Oh,
gifts for you to celebrate
Okay.
this festive occasion.
That's
There
great
are
then.
some seasonal goods,
know that.
2 bolts of fine silk, and some exotic flower seeds, which I picked specifically for you, Madam Ping. I brought all the lighter gifts with me, but the silks are still on the way. I just submitted them for delivery, so I'm sure they'll arrive in good time.
Ooh, I wonder if this is gonna have backfire. Like the whole reason why the Adeptus like us is because we're not throwing like frivolous bullshit at them. Like we're just being human and like trying to help. So I wonder if this is gonna go over well.
Please, accept our humble gifts. I hope you'll find them
Seems
to
like
your
a
liking.
bribe.
Wow, those gifts sound marvelous. Please be sure to thank the Chising on our behalf.
Yes, how very nice of you. I'm sure the flowers will be most beautiful if you personally selected the seeds. Thank you very much.
The man in pink's kind of
Kuching.
nice.
Please, enjoy them. We intend to visit the other Adepti as well, so I'm afraid we must be going now.
I presume you mean Cloud Retainer and the others? Yes, they should be over in Jueyun Karst.
Are we gonna see the deer guy? I missed the deer guy. I thought he was cooler.
By the way, I've heard that you
The other lady.
designed all the street decorations yourself, Kuching. You decorated the city so beautifully, yet you don't even have the time to go and see it for yourself. What a pity. Yanfei really enjoys spending time at the festival. You'll find her wandering around there whenever she can spare a moment.
Come on, Granny. I wasn't wandering around. I was providing essential consultation to my clients.
Oh, is that so? Were you also holding consultations with clients while you stood in front of the grilled tiger fish stand for all that time?
Get wrecked, Yanfei. Boom, drag, getting dragged. What do you call? Yeah, I know that part of it. Fluff says they wanted a sense of character depth. Not everyone is I know. It's like, but also we're in a video game where we're killing things. Like we're slaughtering things. Like we're already subverting expectations unless you want to go under the presumption that everything in the video game is meant to be taken seriously and is meant to be actually representative for whatever. In a fucking fantasy world. To me, it's like this is supposed to be the ideal world. Also, who are you to say that character is XYZ? That seems stupid. That seems annoying. Again, I understand the sense of it. Like, I understand that, like, this is a thing. They're trying to show that not everyone's like that. But I don't know. I feel like it just cuts off gameplay. It cuts off, like, an idea to understand a character, you know? Fluff says... Oh, no, so one thing it says, speaking of anime, I've been watching World's End Harem, and the amount of censorship in that anime is just too much. Also, watched The Duke of Death and his maid, and it was wholesome. I was about to say, you have the same-ish personality as me, Lone Syndicate, where you delve into the hada a little bit, not too much, just enough to be like, this is crazy. It's also funny, but sometimes it's too crazy that you need some wholesomeness to kind of like cleanse the soul. So yeah.
As a matter of fact, I was helping them calculate the prices. It's not easy, you know. I had to check a lot of different items.
Ooh, Sasha asked the big questions. Which character are you going to choose out of all the new characters available in the Leeway Lantern Rite kind of auction off kind of thing? So you're working during the Lantern Rite?
That's right. There are no holidays in my line of work. I have to be ready whenever my clients need me.
That sounds exhausting. Oh, Paimon can't imagine a life without holidays.
Kai says, it's crazy how many things are problematic for kids shows in the West, but not in Japan. Gay, etc. people exist in the world, but I am ranting. So no, that's 100% makes sense. But also, man, like, there is, I 100% agree. And like I don't believe in like pretending that things do not exist. You know what I mean? Like sexualization exists. Attraction is weird and it exists. Violence exists. And all that kind of stuff. But I will say, even for your boy, there's a line where it's just again, a person could be like, hey, it's totally okay. It's for like, why is it wrong for me to be like, hey, I like for instance, Fluff's case, where he's like, hey, an anthropomorphic furry person, fucking, who am I hurting? Who am I hurting by liking this, etc.? And I'm like, yeah, it's fair, I guess. Who cares? People like what they like. It's weird. But then look into a different, like, anime has this thing called lolly and shit. And I'm like, I'm out. I can't. I know there's like, maybe there's a fucked up like thing. And they're like, but what about short people? And then I'm like, fucking what? And I'm like, I guess in that instance, if it's just short people. And then I just start hyperventilating because I'm super uncomfortable. And maybe this is how your grandparents feel about like boys kissing or something, in which I would say that's clearly just unharming, whereas the other one clearly has an effect or reverb of harm. So I don't know. As much as I agree with that whole thing, I'm just like, I like just everything for everyone. Everything usually has a line of like, you know what, that's too. And that's also What are the reasons? We're really off topic here, but that's one of the reasons why people talk about like how most people start off really liberal and then they convert over time to being in some cases conservative. And it's usually because you start off wanting like some sort of mass refinement to your environment. So back in the day, it was the Black Rights era, and then further on, it became the gay and LGBT kind of era. And each generation kind of moves the benchmark forward and forward and forward. But eventually, it gets to a place which is that generation's perceived line of tolerance, or like okay, well, we just did this. Why should we keep moving the line forward? And it basically just shows that eventually you'll want things, your brain, especially with the brain, like people understand that the brain, it's really hard for the brain to pivot and to change past the age of 40. So that also contributes to this idea of like, oh wait, it's hard for me to accept and unravel the knots of what I just experienced through a long period of my life. And yeah, so for me, they're really fun, complex questions that I love having, but I also am fully understanding that these questions and conversations are only conversations that you probably can have with people who understand you're not you're not trying to be malicious, you're just trying to understand the world, you know? But anyways.
Well, though there are no set holidays, I do get to decide on my own schedule. I can always budget some time to relax. Otherwise, I would always look exhausted in front of potential clients. It'd be hard to land new cases after leaving a terrible first impression. Besides, what's the saying? Ah, yes. A rested worker is an efficient worker.
Hell yeah. Hey, ka-ching, you fucking hear that? You idiot. No, I'm kidding. Have you been to the festival yet, ka-ching?
I was there many times when I was supervising the festival construction, but I haven't been there since. I was planning to go after I finished my work, but the work keeps piling up. I ended up completely forgetting about it.
Alright, well, hopefully, yeah, fucking relax, Chi-Ching. Let's get started. The censorship in World's End Harem is, they censor things that don't need to be censored, like they are fully clothed women with a black bar. Like, most of the episode is focused on this black bar. Weird, that's hella weird. Especially anime. Anime is usually like, look at this. Hey. Maybe they're trying to give more value to the weird, like usually there's like a Blu-ray disc or something of the uncensored version or something. One of the Starship Trooper made some commentary of that when the war with the bugs was over, everyone back on Earth was Rikai says, of course. There's a line. Totally agree with the, yeah. Fluff says, hell, mod unlock the relationship route between Judy and Male V. It was still in the game code. Oh, okay. I see. And voice. Huh. Sasha says, you got my question, right? Chat is still quite quiet about it. But who are you? Oh, I'm choosing, sorry, I was distracted. Shinhee. Shinhee, I think, is the best pound for pound pick if you don't have Shincho or Shangling. Well, everyone has Shangling. And Shangling becomes okay with constellations, but you need a lot of them, so it's best to go for a banner if you're trying to get a lot of Shinhee. Or a Shangling, sorry. But Shinhee, to me, again, if you have her C6, you now have access to make any character an appropriate, somewhat good DPS. Main DPS. Somewhat. Again, Shinhee, Yunjin. I'm going for Yunjin. Shinhee also helps, but Yunjin is the one I'm picking, Sasha. Let's go together once you're finished with work. Our character is still like, hey, spend time with me. And as a person like Ka-ching who's always busy and I'm sure has no relations outside of work, is probably going to be like, oh.
Yes,
nope,
I should take the opportunity to show you around while you're here. But first, we should head to Joyun Karst. If you'll excuse us, Madam Ping. We'll be leaving now.
Sasha's question was, who you picking for this?
See. Which Adeptus shall we visit first?
Oh, why don't we visit Cloud Retainer at Mount Outsong first?
Visit her tons.
She usually stays inside her abode, so she'll be super easy to find.
All right. Cloud Retainer it is.
I wish the Wangsheng funeral.
I know, I
parlor would
messed up.
rest.
I've caught myself before you caught me. Well, maybe not. The stream chat is on a weird delay. Well, it's weird because I can see, like, this is more quick than the chat I'm looking at, which is stupid. The one that's above me. Anyways, but yes, I'm going with Yunjin. Fucking shit. They're right beside each other. I don't have Shin here. But yes, I'm going with Yunjin. What do you call it? Shincho is probably the only other option here. Again, Shangling is good, but again, I would say that one Shincho will take you far, but every constellation for Shincho is an exponential growth of gain, so probably could if you just want to get more power. But Shinhee, nope, Yunjin, Yunjin is looking pretty good, looking real good. Can't wait to get one copy of her. I don't think I'll build her yet until I get more copies. Hopefully, she's in an upcoming banner at some point. Shinhee is a I know, I know, y'all. I've seen enough to know exactly where this would be going. What do you mean? What happened? What happened? What I say? What I miss? Kai says, I love the bad tempered, but I know I like the bird too. To me, I'm like, we haven't seen the cool, like, angsty dad deer for a while, and I was like, it'd be nice to see how he's going, because I think his design was cool. Red says, I'm picking Nin Wang for another constellation. I don't want Yunjin. That's fair. It's fair enough. But I feel like Yunjin is one of those harder, like, it's a hard argument to see why she's not good, you know? I think she'll be useful in the future, but if you don't like her general aesthetic, then yes. Also, creepy weirdness. The Mona's here, hanging out.
The festive season is fast approaching. What brings you to one's abode? Has the Ministry of Civil Affairs simply run out of work for you to do?
Do you guys think we'll ever get a Cloud Retainer, like, character? Like, her become an actual person? Because she looks like that. Imagine, like, a designed character with that blue feather, that super big blue glow. Pretty nice.
Well, with Lantern Rite just around the corner, I decided it was a good time to take leave and pay you a visit. But, where are Mooncarver and Mountain Shaper?
Dead. Just what? Shit. I'm just hanging out.
Oh, don't even get one started.
Oh, Trouble in Paradise.
Oh, is that not the Traveler and the Yu Hung too?
It's your
A rare
boy.
visitor indeed.
And yes.
Lantern Rite, everybody!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Greetings, Venerable Adeptus. And greetings, Ganyu.
Huh? Lady Kuching.
Good job.
I didn't expect to see you here.
The Yu Hung of the Qixing. Here. Most fascinating. Most courteous of you to travel hither and pay your respects. What is the purpose of your visit, if one may ask?
Bribery.
It's the festive season, and on behalf of the Qixing, I'd like to give you our regards. Please, accept our humble gifts.
As the governing body of Liyue, the Qixing must be busy with a myriad of affairs. And yet, you still take the time to visit one in this mountain abode. Eminently considerate of you.
They're handling this way better than I thought.
What an amusing cylindrical device. I wonder what that could be.
See, in reality, I feel like this would not be a Cloud Retainer's thing. You know, loud noises with a bird don't typically go well. Now, she is a god bird, but maybe she's also a craftsman, so she's going to be like, oh my god. Ugh.
This is a new type of
Technology.
firework which has been modified by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've heard that you are fond of gadgets, so I've brought one for your amusement. Cloud Retainer. Although she is not outwardly opposed to us, she is still skeptical of Liyue being
Bailey,
ruled by
I see what you're saying,
humans.
Fluff. Makes more sense now.
Maybe she thinks humans are still too young to handle it. No matter. With time, our strength will become apparent enough. Before then, we should try to give her a good impression. Good thing I came prepared. Cloud Retainer has a great interest in gadgets, so she will certainly appreciate this gift.
Burns down the whole tree,
Anya
right beside
has
us.
said that Cloud Retainer is very picky about food, so I made sure not to bring any snacks to avoid upsetting her.
We
I've
know what
given
you like.
everything thorough consideration. It should all go well.
Goodness me. Whoever would have thought? Oh, my, how very interesting. It is intricate, with ingenious design, and is aesthetically agreeable.
Yes. Judging from Cloud Retainer's expression, it seems this gift was a success.
Very good. One shall gladly accept this device. One surmises from Ganyu's words that you also wish to see Moon Carver and Mountain Shaper. Pity. Your timing is most unfortunate.
Oh, are they not home? Oh, we wanted to see them too.
A lot of mental speak happening. Kai says Shinhee was in the design stage of human for Cloud Retainer, but they changed it. Oh, really? Weird. Okay. I would have loved. Yeah. Actually, it kind of makes some sense, but huh. Fluff says we're probably getting a Madam Ping as playable, but Shinhee is more Crane. I'm about to say we get Madam Ping. What? Okay, maybe Madam Ping just pretending to be an old lady. She's like, actually, I'm beautiful. I don't know, man. Red says, no, sorry. Kai says, I will be picking Yanfei Constellation. Ooh, yeah, Yanfei, man, is just seems like a fun time. I regret not getting any of ever. Red says, yes, I don't want Yunjin 100% because of the aesthetic. She reminds me of an old doll thing. Okay, and not in a good way. Okay. Love says they literally booked her for recent story and an event voice over. Oh. Red says, I like her personality though. Her singing was not bad either. Yeah. I noticed something odd. Why do we hear Kaching thoughts and not everybody else's? Yeah, maybe what was that weird thing where everyone, like, there's people who can't hear their internal monologue, and then people who can't, people can't and can, and then there's people who can 3D map stuff in the world.
Those two old fossils. Mooncarver has been most anxious to see how Liyue Harbor fares, but the agreement was clear. Liyue is now in the hands of the Qixing, and he cannot simply roam into the city and begin supervising others' work as he pleases.
Will supposedly have Ping's
So one
Adeptus
tried to
form.
persuade him otherwise, proposing that if he could not be placated, he could go to the city disguised as a human and take a brief look around.
Oh!
Alas, he is too stubborn, too proud. He would have none of it.
We won't actually see him as a person though. Let's give him like a generic
Thereafter,
NPC.
He left, claiming to have gone traveling.
Maybe not.
He has not returned since. Mountain Shaper, however, is more open-minded. But he said he wished to look for something new with which to defend the tranquility of his mountain. He told one that he was leaving in search of treasures, and one has not heard from him since.
Really?
Wait. Surely this is not a case of two old coots in cahoots, rusing to excuse themselves that they might venture behind one's back, to scurry away and go traveling together.
Seems possible. She's like, how dare you leave me out?
Huh? What's everybody doing here?
This voice.
Oh.
Is it Shenhe?
Yeah.
Oh? Oh? So Shenhe is here too!
There she is!
Is she also
God
there to visit
damn.
Cloud Retainer?
Could you not do this if you
Is
hadn't done
she
the
the
quest?
one that you mentioned before?
Good thing we did the quest.
Hello, everyone.
Wait, so Ganyu and them haven't met?
Shenhe, this is Ganyu. You have most likely heard of her.
God damn. Shinhee, tall as shit. God damn. That's insane.
Hello. I'm Ganyu.
Ganyu's a baby.
I work at Yujing Terrace. I've heard that you returned to Liyue Harbor recently, so if you need anything, please feel free to come to me.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah, Sasa, it sucks. We got whenever we play Genshin, there's various bots that come in here, and it's like it's weird because it's not too bad. It's usually like them just quickly post some sort of weird jumbled message, because how the bots usually comment in YouTube things is they create a message that's nothing, and then they have like a link below. So yeah, it's the weird fuckery of it. But because we're here, you can't post like you can't post a message that has an enter in it, so that there's another comment below it. So yeah, so then it basically, we only get the like gibberish. We don't get the link, which is the destructive part.
I brought some food from the city. I heard that during Lantern Rite, people in Liyue bring food to share with their friends.
Oh, it's nice.
So here I am.
Oh no, I made a point of not bringing any food offerings. Is it going to be okay?
Well, she knows exactly what she likes.
Oh, and you even brought food for those two old fossils.
That's right.
I'm mad at them.
After barely a few days in the city, you have learned so much. Thank you for these delectable edibles, Shenhe.
We helped, maybe. Nice. I'm just hanging out like an idiot in the background.
Everyone, you shall all be staying in Liyue Harbor in the future. One should like to think that you will all look out for each other. Is that understood?
Well, I've done so much for all of you, so yes. And come to think of it, not a single fucking person's helped me find my sister. So fuck all y'all, actually. Anyway.
Will do. Yes, understood.
Everyone's like, I don't know.
This place is much livelier than I'd imagined.
Red says, is really that strange hearing your thought? No, I don't think so. Well, I'm the weird one that can, I don't know, I don't know, I could be bullshit. Yeah. Well, says they tend to book voice actors for lengthy recording sessions, and with plenty of tasks or plenty of time taken, a few lines before. Yeah, also probably it's nice not to having to map their mouth, although I don't think they're good at that anyway. But Kai says, yeah, I would like Cloud Retainer and Ping to be playable. Let's wait if we get Ping for. Well, honestly, I think the deer person, if they actually made him look badass, that'd be pretty rad. Because he has like fucking glowing like designs all over him and shit. So it'd be cool for like a character where you, when you activate your alt, you have these like crazy designs, like tattoos glowing and shit. That'd be neat. Lone Singed says, yo, could Cloud Retainer, can we hear them baby Shinhi's stories? And yes, Grin, if we didn't do Shinhi's story quest, we wouldn't be able to do this part. God damn, man, that sucks. I always like save the story for when I want it and take it. And now the game's like, guess what, bitch? You gotta fucking grind through it now. And I'm like, god damn it, I want to enjoy it. Instead, I'm like, I guess I'll fucking try to do it. Sasha says, it's extremely weird because it's a Russian name person. Who the hell Russian name bot ends up here? Yeah, well, what do you call it? I think it's just any sort of like thing that, because I think YouTube can track bots to some extent. So like they'll be like, wait, you know, we don't want to be rude to a specific sect of person, etc. So we'll create various names that are from various different regions. That way it looks like it's bots are not they're not all copies of the same thing. If that makes any sense, I think. But yeah. Guy says all Adeptus love food, even Xiao, even if he's incredibly picky. It's true. They go head over heels. But also, I think Ching made a good choice with this, although that thing that she made, it probably cost like billions of dollars. But anyways, sounds like it's time to change the topic. Speaking of which, have you seen Xiao?
The conqueror of demons? One has not seen him of late.
Well, then he's probably not enjoying Karst. Let's go look for him in his usual spot, at Wangshuin.
By the by, guys, will this end? So, like, when the Lantern Rite goes away, will this quest no longer be here? Because that's a travesty. Also, I would like to remind you guys that we've had a lot of voice acting from a bunch of different talent, okay? And the big ass island with fuck tons of content and all that had no voice, and that's staying there forever. What the fuck?
In
Anyway.
short, one is the only Adeptus who has elected to remain in Karst for the festival. Had Ganyu not come to visit, one would likely have stayed firmly put in one's abode to resume research of gadgets and mechanics.
Ganyu is the key
I
to this.
didn't mean to interrupt you. Please accept my profuse apologies.
Oh, so cute. So adorable.
Why the sudden solemnity? It would certainly not be the first time one has been interrupted on your account.
Tell us stories.
As a youngling,
Yes!
You did so love to scurry around the place while one's attention was monopolized by mechanisms. You were especially drawn to a certain implement one had made. Oh, what was it?
Oh?
Huh?
Oh no, here she goes again. This could spell trouble for Ganyu.
Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cloud Retainer. I just remembered there's something I must attend to. I should be going.
Oh, why the sudden haste? With the Yuhang present, why not settle this matter here and now?
David, can you?
No, it's something very important. In fact, I must see Lady Ningguang about it immediately.
What was it?
A matter so pressing that you must find Ningguang in person?
Cloud Retainer's best mom.
Yes, Ningguang and I have different scopes of work, you see, and Ganyu has to report to both of us respectively. It's indeed not easy for her.
Lady Kuching is trying to help me. Yes, that's right. I'm very sorry, everyone.
God damn you,
I will
Kuching.
take my leave.
I want to hear that fucking story. I'll kill you. God damn you. Oh. God damn it.
Huh, gone already. That child, she has always been easily ruffled.
She
One
knew she
can
was ruffled.
sympathize, however. It is no simple thing to be a secretary. Nearly every matter in Liyue Harbor, momentous or trivial, passes through Ganyu's diligent hands. But even as an Adeptus, she must never neglect her own health, lest she fall prone to exhaustion. Ganyu is an assiduous worker, apt to foregoing food and rest once she is busy. Please make sure she eats and sleeps properly whenever you see her.
Yes. Honestly, they keep saying that about Kaching. Kaching hasn't fucking, like, isn't sitting there going, like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. So, like, yeah, maybe fucking take care of that person. All right? Jesus Christ. The one who's literally always going full clip all the time. Anyways, Red says, it's an event story. So, yeah, it's gone. I know. But what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. Also, we have to wind down eventually. The quest will go away. Yes, it's dumb. Loziget says yes. Grin, I think you know the answer to that. It's sad. It'll go away. All the players are getting shafted pretty hard. All new players getting shafted pretty hard. Kai says, I will remember. Uncut or Swim. The Dragon Spine event. I'll bet everyone gone away. I know, but to me, the one time when we had something that was gonna stay, they decided, let's not voice it. Let's not put any cutscenes in it. I'm like, what? What? What's your problem?
I will. Ganyu has always been a great asset to us. Her health is a priority, so I will take good care of her.
The Yuhang, reliable as ever. It was indeed a wise decision to leave Liyue Harbor to you.
Ooh. Boom.
We will certainly strive to live up to your expectations.
As for these edibles, they do look delectable indeed. You may leave them here. Shenhe shall bring these into one's abode, and one shall pass them on to Moon Carver and Mountain Shaper once they have made their return. This firework has an intriguing design. One must conduct a thorough study of it, and one also wants to hear what Shenhe has learned in Liyue Harbor.
What's with the gyration of her neck? Do you see that? Look at Cloud Retainer's neck. On top of it. It's like pulsating a little bit. Fucking stop moving. It's weird. It's like I hate it so much.
Yes. I have many interesting stories to tell.
Let us chat while one scrutinizes this
Please,
device.
You'll continue your research even during Lantern Rite?
Yeah, don't you rest during the holidays? This is a festive season after all.
Liyue is the nation of heart attacks waiting to happen, which honestly, China and Japan, honestly, a lot of that. A lot of overworked people.
One has long been living secluded in the mountains and no longer observes the holidays. Worry not, one shall take appropriate care of oneself. Rest is crucial. If one is too devoted to one's research and falls ill, one shall be in no fit state to test the devices personally.
Yeah, but it's shitty, Kai.
Is it really that important to test it yourself?
Of course. As one sows, so do they reap. And the joy of reaping is what one yearns for.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys think that fear of missing out, FOMO, will just stay there forever? Or do you think people are starting to get a little wise to it and they're like, I don't even want it anymore. It's like, I don't even, yeah, maybe.
If one spends all that time working on a machine, yet forgets to test the outcome, that would be akin to a chef who never tries his own food, no? It is unwise to put the cart before the horse. Enough idle chatter, everyone. One must go and continue one's research. Come, Shenhe, this way.
Bye, Shenhe. Love you. Bye.
A chef who doesn't get to try their own food?
Let me go. Free me.
Kinda weird.
You sure caught on to that one quick. What did you say? That the chef doesn't try his own food? That's kind of weird.
Cloud Retainer sure does know a lot about gadgets and cooking. Though, she can be a bit strange sometimes.
But she's an adeptus.
Then again, she is an adeptus.
Paimon's a racist.
That's the wisdom of an adeptus. She takes good care of those around her. Though she lives in seclusion, she also manages to bring everyone together.
The fear of missing out refers to the feeling of perception that others are having fun and leaving you out, or living better lives, or especially FOMO is bad. FOMO is exactly what Sasha said. Sorry, exactly what Sasha said. That's a lot of that's what it would go. Yeah, fear of missing out. FOMO. Rest is for losers, says Beastie. Yeah, Beastie, until you start like completely like hitting the I don't know how you put it. Like basically you start running up an incline because your perception of what you can achieve is now dulled because you don't have enough time to recover. Like you'll be able to get farther if you just give yourself time to recover and then go hard again, and you'll actually increase your surplus of energy to be able to do that. If you just go non-stop, you're just taking energy from tomorrow. Fluff says all of the common practice in live service free-to-play games. Yes, that's true. Yeah, that's exactly correct. FOMO is just fear of missing out, basically. So like anything that like, it's something that will, same thing with like a lot of people are doing with t-shirt sales and stuff like that now, where they're like a limited run of a shirt, but 90% of the time they bring it back, so you're not missing out on anything. But yeah.
A hermit who's more social than most living in society. What an interesting character.
Kai says, Genshin is really bad. I don't know why they don't at least leave the story part in, though, to be played without story key. Yeah?
Traveler, Paimon, let's head to Wangshuin. Perhaps we'll find the Conqueror of Demons there.
Kai says, my friends are getting fed up with Genshin tactics. Yes, man, I feel like this is well, I don't know. I feel like, honestly, like I just think there's two things. There hasn't been like a big ass game to be played, really. Like there's kind of some, but not really. A little bit, but not really. But there's no like big game like that you can just play and it's gonna deliver content to you pretty consistently. Nor a game that's like an RPG where you have like cool characters and you can get behind these characters. Like again, I don't know if it's gonna happen this year, but hopefully next year at the very least, we're gonna see a copycat of Genshin, and hopefully it's not just. Well, if it's a copycat of Genshin, it won't beat it. But if it's a copycat of Genshin that monopolizes all the things that Genshin refuses to do that would make it better, I think it would surpass Genshin. But yes. Also, Kai says, gotta go to sleep. Thank you for stopping by, Kai, as always. I need to end it too, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go exercise. But I think we'll continue this. Yes, because it's always fun Stop talking, Diona. Jeez Louise. She's always hitting us with that yandere loud noises. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, you've been nothing shy of absolutely lovely. Hey, that's a great example though, Red. Like that's a game that's just recently started kicking up, Monster Hunter Rise, but I don't know if it has as much mass appeal to do what Genshin does. Like if I think of Genshin, I think of Monster Hunter. I think Monster Hunter is awesome and looks cool, but I don't know if it has enough mass appeal, or if they are going to be able to create content enough to where they can keep people engaged. Which is funny because you could argue that there's like no content to do in Genshin, but the reality is that there's weird, specifically paced out, like limited time things that you can do every day, and yeah, which is kind of smart because it limits the like burnout of players. But I think there's like a happier medium of giving people just a lot more to like burn themselves out essentially, or to not burn themselves out essentially. But yeah, I do think we're waiting on a big game that comes out that's really built to be played a lot of and to be fun, because I think Genshin's in a weird place where, again, we're like a year and a half in and there's still no endgame content. We're still just getting events and story quests, which is fun, but I think people are just defeated by the idea that this game will ever change. At least that's how I feel. So I'm just enjoying it with you guys. Like, again, I play this game probably every mostly just on streams when I'm just like doing my base level stuff and then I leave, or I just quickly do my dailies and leave. Which still kind of gets me by the balls, but it's because I kind of want to show you guys more characters if I can do that, you know? But yes. Fluff says, FFSIV is probably the main alternative to Genshin, loads of story and content. Final Fantasy Online, is that what that is? Yeah, see, I don't know, man. I still think of, like, there's not a game that has that mass appeal. Like, I think, like, Monster Hunter Rise is a great game, but I just don't know if it has that, like, hey, everyone can kind of get behind this idea and get into it, you know? Sasha says, Grin, just wondering, did you try to play Subnautica? Ooh, Sasha, it's on. I want to. Again, we got Minecraft, we got Warframe, we got potentially Monster Hunter Rise, we got Subverse, not Subverse, sorry, Subnautica. Subverse is a thing we were talking about a couple streams ago. Anyways, there's that one. Subnautica, which that one to me also seems awesome. Like there's also plenty of games that are like that I want to play, and I think I won't make videos of them, but I think I'll make streams of them. So I think we'll stream some of those games at some point. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the horizon. But right now, again, I'm in my like lull period where I'm just slowly but surely getting by, you know. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully I can see you tomorrow because we are streaming again tomorrow. I don't know if we'll be streaming Genshin. Probably, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. It might be Genshin, or I may try to throw a rock into the engine and break it by playing a different game. Maybe we'll play a Gunfire Reborn. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys do enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate everyone, and hopefully I can see you tomorrow. Also, thank you so much for spending time. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Genuinely appreciate it as always, and hopefully I can see you again. Bye.